Man, one of my streams is not working. Oh, you know what? It might be the ampersand. It might be the ampersand. AMD. Well, Switch hating. Alright, you know what? Let me get rid of this one. Remove you, fucker. No, get the fuck off. We're gonna go on the C page. Save. I'm just waiting. Okay, add the Twitch page. I don't know. My Twitch is acting stupid today. Well, let me put up this title for some reason. I don't know why. I don't see anything wrong with my title. It has a problem, but apparently Twitch thinks my title is like conspirators. Whatever, right? I don't give a damn darn dang. So we're going to play this intro video starring my guy Mickey Gooch and Dominic Burns. You're going to get to learn about the origin of the skit bags, which is like the shirt I'm wearing, the hat I'm wearing. The crew, we made a lot of creative stuff, so I'm going to play this intro video of that. And then I'm going to get on later. I'm going to do the noodles of the week and give a speech about Gen B and what's going on in society. And then look through some news stories also, give my opinion on the stupidity of humanity. And we'll go from there. If you don't know, that's my PlayStation 4, which is my guest host at the beginning of the show. Sounds like it's going to take off like a plane. Yes, yes. Yeah. So anyway, the lighting's shitty. I'm not really ready. I'm going to play this video, and we're going to get it in. I had some issues with starting the stream, so I wanted to restart to and it still didn't work. But anyway, stink a butt. Let's get some music going. I'm going to get this video popping, and we'll be back to talk later.
Radio.
No, go to bed.
Okay, yeah, that's the promo.
Yeah. Well, hello, and welcome to the British crew that comes from across the pond and drops waters with Mr. International and Mr. Big Double Chin Pretty Boy. It's Skitbags Radio, and welcome to the house. We got men who's rallying all around the place. It's Mr. CD Enforcer, a.k.a. Poppy Caller, the bad boy. No shirt titties out and doing what we do every time it's Skitbags Radio at Dash Talk X. We got the whole crew with us, 6 in the squad, and we got one showing up a little bit later with long braids that come from his hot bod. Let's break it down and get ready and talk to the girl that's on the right and show him how it's tight and tell him who you be, baby.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm Gabby Shay.
Yo. DJ Gabster in the house.
And then the other dude.
All right, pause, Carl.
Yeah.
What accent was that, dude? I don't even know what the fuck happened.
That was like 27
dude, it definitely ended in the Caribbean accent. And it had a little bit of Australian in it.
Well, we were international because, he's Mr. International, and they've been across multiple places, so we had to cross multiple accents, whether intentional or accidental.
You spun it right.
And then he's the Brit guy because he's got the Brit roots, so he's bringing over that conquering power. Right. And then he brought my man Theron with him, the enforcer, you know what I'm saying? Because he's getting a soccer hooligan fight.
Giggity, Mr. International.
All right, you passed. All right, here we go.
Hit me, bro.
Chia.
There it is.
Yo, fuck with me, yo. Let's do this.
Life and Neil the Great in the house. Yo, this is Sailor Dev coming at you. We're recording from Dash Radio in Hollywood, California. Say what up, fam.
Chia.
We are blessed with the most illustrious guests in the building today. Our fearless leader, Mickey Gooch Jr., and his international phenom.
Mr. International.
Yeah.
Say what up, boys.
Time out.
Yo, I thought you were going to say international fiend.
International fiend. Fiending from place to place. Fiending left and right.
I wouldn't oppose that. Yeah. Right?
What the fuck are you guys doing here? This is the Skip Bag Show. Hey guys, I'm Mickey Gooch Jr. This is the obviously creation of Skip Bags, and I have no idea what these guys are doing, but I like it. Carl, that was a great opening. That was amazing. Guys, thanks for having me on. the Skip Bag Show, right?
Oh, thank you for getting us the Skip Bag Show there, fearless leader.
So I've shown up with Mr. International himself. He's been all over the place. We're actually creating a book right now. The proceeds are going to go to his 8-month baby. Yeah.
Congrats, Pop.
He's a dad.
Right.
I am a dad, yeah. This is Theron here, Mr. International, or the Dirty Handsome. You can call me one or the other, but I think recently it's more of Mr. International because me and Big Dick Mick here have been roaming around the world and on a little tour.
That's right. So what do you guys do on the show? What goes on here?
So we start every episode with a breakdown of a movie or TV show or stand-up special, but we were talking a little bit before the show, and we kind of came to the agreement that we're not going to just break down a movie or a TV show. We're going to break down a career.
An era,
a phenom, if you would. I'm going to steal your thunder there, Theron, just for phenom. Sorry.
You do that. Do your
You're
thing,
a
baby.
phenom.
It's all good.
What we narrow in on, gentlemen and lady?
You know what? I'll start it off. Motherfucker, every fucking summer, Tom Cruise is putting in the work. I can't remember the last summer that Tom Cruise didn't have some fucking movie. Even last year, he bullshitted with the fucking Mummy. We still took it and we loved it. You know, I swear to God, Tom Cruise with me is synonymous with summer blockbusters, and he's been consistently doing it this entire run.
Is he the greatest of all time?
He's the GOAT for action movies, for sure.
For the action movies.
Is he the action movie GOAT? We're going to put him head-to-head with Jackie Chan right now.
You're going to put him head-to-head with Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Head-to-head with Jackie Chan right now. What do you say?
I don't know about that.
Come on.
What about Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Blockbuster maybe.
What about that?
Dwayne Rock Johnson can't act.
All right. You know what? Okay, this is how I'm going to put Tom Cruise and Jackie Chan, all right? Jackie Chan is like a dude who has like crazier numbers than Tom Cruise, but his team is whack. And they never get like past like the second round. So we never really see it like under the lights.
He like Pistol Pete Maravich. He just a whole lot of scoring.
He never plays under like Jackie Chan never plays under the lights. He did one time it was with Chris Tucker. You know what I mean? Like that was like basically like in terms of his like epic proportions, it kind of peaked at that. But his body.
Rush Hour? We're talking about Rush Hour, right?
Rush Hour. Yeah. You know, so like.
You know, fuck it. I'm going to say it right now. Tom Cruise is better than Jackie Chan. That's it.
No, I gotta agree because I love Jackie, and Jackie, it's the complication of the stunts. Like Jackie's stunts are amazing, and he does all of his own stunts, and it's almost like a dance choreography though, because it's a lot of martial arts and a lot of jumping off of things that are timed to choreograph. Tom Cruise held onto the fucking side of a plane, all right, and in his new movie, he learned how to fly a helicopter and go into what's called a deep dive stall, and he was the only one in this helicopter. So they rigged the helicopter with cameras. So you knew it was only Tom flying the motherfucker. How many people learn to fly a fucking helicopter and almost crash it for their movie?
Tom Cruise.
Probably someone who isn't alive.
Let's talk about the run of Tom Cruise, all right? This is the Tom Cruise run. We're talking about the run of Tom Cruise. Carl, I know we've talked about this at length. Please tell the people, tell them, what is the run of Tom Cruise and what are we talking about here?
Well, you know, every great actor, talent, creative person has a signature. And his signature is that in every film, and trust, this is in his contract because somebody's dying if it doesn't fucking happen. He has to run in every film, full out, full balls, never stop.
50-yard dash, every film.
50-yard dash.
There's a 50-yard dash. I mean, you proved me wrong, but is there any movie, including any Tom Cruise movie? I mean, even the
what's the movie?
What about Vanilla Sky? Did you think about that one?
There's a 50-yard dash in Vanilla Sky. Come on, let's not fuck with that, all right?
Have you seen his face in Vanilla Sky? He was running for a
He's running from everything in 50. In Vanilla Sky, that motherfucker does not stop running, okay? He's running.
Eyes wide shut. He's running from his wife and all those dudes in hoods.
Yeah, same thing. Cameron Diaz in Vanilla Sky.
No, there's a full 50-yard dash in every Tom Cruise movie. And we believe, and I think it's true, that it's actually contracted.
Yeah.
It's in the contract. It's got to be. You can't get him in a movie unless he's in a 50-yard dash.
I almost want to go earlier on into his like earlier career into maybe commercials and see maybe if he had it going on during that. You know what I mean? Like I want to go like down to like his
first it was slides.
His amateur
because you
days.
remember like Risky Business. He was not being a full sprint.
He does a sprint in that movie.
But he was sprinting
when he gets off the train.
Slide.
When he gets off the train, he sprints.
There you go.
I wonder if it all started with him like doing like a light jog out of the scene, just like Like out of nowhere, like
Jesus, Tom,
it
you
was
look
like,
fucking
dude,
you know,
great
I think-
when you're
I
running.
coming out of the bathroom. Like, why are you jogging? I thought it might look right.
So I get, you guys know at Skip Bags, I deal with a lot of actors. We get a lot of people. We give a lot of advice, right? And as part of Skip Bags building careers, Neil personally makes a lot of the demo reels of all the skip baggers, right?
I do.
I'm going to say it right now, okay? I'm going to say it right now. Every person putting a demo reel together needs a 50-yard dash in their demo reel. And if you don't have one, you're fucking up, all right? I'm about to go film one today.
Just because.
In fact, actually, I do. I have the Head Thieves 50-yard dash.
Oh yeah, we
When
definitely
I'm running,
do.
yeah, and that's in the reel.
It
You
is
know
in the
what?
reel.
You have one from Office Uprising too, right? When
I
you're
got a
running
few
through the-
50-yard dashes.
Yeah, a few sprints.
Yeah, a few sprints.
I built in the
You're-
legacy.
Matter of fact, I'm trying to think if there's one without you sprinting.
Maybe I'm on that Tom Cruise
I know.
shit, dude.
I can carry the torch.
There's a 50-yard dash in your demo reel, you're getting hired for a film, period.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you think, like, Tom has done dramatic stuff and then he's done action stuff and he's done comedy stuff? Like, he knocked it out of the park in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Like, that was
Dude.
totally unexpected. That was from
Yes.
left field. And honestly, when I first saw
Although
it,
no 50-yard dash.
very true.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he's not Tom. He's not Tom.
Cruise.
Oh, yeah, he's not
He's
Tom.
like Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
exactly what his
a
character
Harvey,
was.
yeah.
And I might want to swap the 50-yard dash for that dance sequence at the end. You know,
Yeah.
he could have been like, you know what, guys, can we do a little swap?
Yeah.
And then they're like, you know, we'll do that.
They
for you,
probably did film it. They probably filmed
Right,
it. They're-
right.
It's in
And
the
they're like, and they're
outtakes.
like, yeah, Tom, yeah, it's
There's
definitely
footage.
It's definitely in it.
He's
Tom.
like, listen, I need the 50-yard dash. And they were like, but I don't think we could fit it. We'll put it in the end credits. They're like, why don't you do this dance too? And they took the dance over the 50. But there's footage out there
I
of him
heard,
doing a 50-yard dash.
I heard him giving an interview about it, and he was like, Ben contacted me for this role, you know, and he was like, what do you think about this? And Tom read it, and he loved it, and he goes, I loved it, and I go, two things, though. He's got to have fat hands, really fat, hairy hands, and I got to sing to a hip-hop song. That's it.
Come on, is it true?
Yeah. And that was Tom Cruise's choice. And then they filmed it a couple different ways because originally the character didn't have that many lines written for it in the part. And then they did all these shoots, and then they showed the shoots to Ben, and Ben Stiller was like, this is amazing. We're definitely putting this in the movie now.
Nice.
So the new Mission Impossible, it's worth seeing. Those have seen it.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
I agree.
Do you know what
Have you
makes
seen
me
it,
want to
Neil?
see it?
Are we seeing it tonight?
Yes, that was
We're
the
going
plan.
tonight, right?
we're gonna
That's
see
the
it.
plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, I'll call you later.
Dude, you know what? Have you seen the posters for this movie? And every fucking poster, he's like either on the side of the fucking plane or he's jumping up. He looks mad uncomfortable. It's like, yo, these aren't even doctored photos. I think they really took this photo for the fucking billboard. Like,
Dude,
they were like,
Is Tom Cruise on performance-enhancing drugs?
Probably. It's called Scientology.
Scientology, exactly.
He doesn't look a day older than like 10 years ago. Like he's the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the same guy.
That's what no booze and getting, what is it? The IV
Yo, I
treatments
don't
of-
drink.
of-
I don't drink. I look old as fuck. All right, let's be honest.
I don't know what Tom's doing, but he's doing it right. Who's he even with?
I'm not sure.
Well, he was with Katie, right? Katie Holmes.
Yeah, but I haven't seen her.
Maybe it's like
I think he
once
buried her. She's done.
Yes.
You don't cross Tom Cruise.
Hold on. She has been in
In
something.
fact, I'm worried for all of us right now, to be quite honest with you.
Tom,
We're talking a lot of shit. We're talking a lot about Tom Cruise. There's someone out. It's like there's something bugged. Something's gonna happen. My car's not. Neil's car is gonna break down again.
Right. Right.
No. Katie Holmes is definitely in something recently that I've seen that was really good. I just forget what it
Katie's
was.
dating Jamie Foxx right now.
But she can get out.
Why? Huh?
But she can get out.
Carl's so against that.
Why?
Wait, what?
Like that
Hold on.
offends me. Like, why? God.
Jamie?
what are you doing?
Jamie Foxx is dating Katie Holmes, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not looking at Jamie for me. I'm looking at Katie. Like, what are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've gone from Tom Cruise to Jamie Foxx. That's all I'm saying.
Jamie,
Shots fired.
Jamie doesn't even run in every film. That's all I'm saying.
Jamie
But-
does not have a 50-yard dash, so
Nope,
He
that's
doesn't.
true.
He doesn't have a signature. He does not have a signature.
And he
There's
can
no
play
signature.
piano and he can sing.
He does. He does have that signature, I guess.
that was funny.
That he's a double. That he's a.
I remember. I don't know why, but I remember when that movie came out. They're like, Jamie. Jamie's
Like, what the? All right, hold on. We'll go down the line. What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Man, the original Mission Impossible is such a classic. I honestly, last night I found myself quoting Top Gun. I was,
Really?
yeah,
Ooh.
because I was in an argument with our good friend Days Da Vinci. Shout out, Days. I love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But we were in a little emotional argument, and in the argument, I go, "Your ego is writing checks your body can't cash." And I looked and I go, wait a minute, did I just quote Top Gun? And I sat back and I go, no one's going to get this reference. I'm the only one that's going to laugh on the inside. In the middle of this argument, I'm like, all right, well, we'll just throw this under the bridge. So I got to say, like, Top Gun and Mission Impossible, probably my two.
Really?
I don't know.
I got a question. Is Tom Cruise in The Outsiders?
I don't know.
He is, right?
I don't know.
That's a Pony Boy. Stay golden.
I'm just going to say something real quick. This is just you reminded me of a really funny story. So my brother, Stefan, who works at like some prestigious bank and whatever in New York City, he actually broke up with a girl and she was so crazy. He showed me the text messages. I started reading these text messages and like halfway through the text messages, he was like telling her, listen, if you only had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, would you capture it or would you just let it slip away? Because, you know, this is my career and I really need to just be focusing on that and not you.
She said that?
No, he said that to her.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And I'm reading these messages. I'm like, yo, dude, are you throwing an Eminem quote in there? He goes, yeah. How stupid is she? Because she didn't even catch it. She was like, listen, babe,
that is deep.
Yeah. No, I was like, that's fucked up. Like, I mean, there's one, like, you can insult a girl, but like, you're going to start quoting lyrics of one of the most pop culture famous songs of all time. That's just wrong.
You know, I got a theory about that. The great actors who've done a lot of great roles, you know, in their relationships later in life, they actually use lines from their films on their husbands and wives and shit.
Oh, I use lines from Head Thieves all the time.
Boom.
All the time. Boom, bitches.
Do you know what story I thought I know this is just a random thing, but what you're telling me a story about your brother. One of the funniest stories I had was when I think we were like in one of the bedrooms, one of the rooms in Malibu, and Carl comes in. He's like talking about someone, like "fuck this guy, fuck him," and this fucking, and then like your brother walks in and goes, "Who's this guy?" We have it all on tape. He goes, "What the fuck is?" You remember that?
I was like, this fucking guy ruined my life, and he fucked me. This guy's an ass. You know, well, who is this guy? Like he was gonna do something about it. He was gonna take care of business. What about the time when my brother in Malibu was like, we threw a party, right? My brother's very fit, very good looking, blonde, curly hair. You know, we're all not on his level. Let's just put it that way, okay? And we had a party going on, and all of a sudden we see these girls, and everyone's there, and we look to the corner, and Stefan's doing pull-ups. He's doing pull-ups and push-ups, and then he casually walks into the kitchen and starts talking Spanish. Yeah. And we're like, yo, fuck this guy. This guy got out of here.
Yeah.
God, he is
good times. The Malibu days, holy shit.
Oh, man, the memories.
So what exactly is Life of Neil the Great, Neil?
Oh, trust me. All right, my daughter got stuck in Russia for a week because the papers that we sent with her weren't translated to Russia. And then we had to get the documents sent over to Russia overnight, but you can't overnight shit to Russia because they're already a day ahead. It's going to be 3 days. So in order for me to get the documents to her quickly, I had to drive to LAX, and I found the next flight to Russia, which was Aeroflot. I had to wait people and then ask someone to take it on the flight with them and meet my daughter who's at the airport.
No, you called me to help her too. I was in Russia, and you were like, my daughter is stuck in Russia.
And I was like, you wouldn't be hopping around in the private jet.
I said, I don't think I'm leaving Russia. Dude.
So
Mr. International is still stuck in Russia.
But that's the Life of Neil the Great. Like those kind of situations.
Yeah.
What is happening to them?
Absolutely.
Well, speaking on Russia, how was Russia, and why do you not want to leave, and why is Mr. International not even actually here?
Darren, we want to take that on Russia. Why do you like Russia?
You know, Russia's an interesting place. Beautiful women,
there's like an 8-to-1 female to guy ratio in Russia.
Are you serious?
You ever been in a strip club? Obviously,
yes.
Right? I've been in a strip club with you. That's like it. In fact, I think the last time I was with you, Carl, I was in the strip club. I think the last time I saw you was the strip club. No, so you know the vibe you get in a strip club where every female is sort of trying to get a piece of you, right?
Yeah.
A little something, right? But they're all eyeing you. They're all coming over to you. They're harassing you. You know what I mean? It's like a flipped situation. It's a whole nother vibe. If you had never been in a strip club, which most people have, you know, it's a different vibe. The girls are coming after you, right? In Russia, it's the same thing, but on the street.
Wow. It sounds like Club Hong Kong, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, but on the street,
leave it at that.
Everyone's coming after you. It's crazy. It's a very wild place. The first day we got there, the Uber driver completely
Is Uber
left.
there?
Oh, they got Uber, yeah, but it's sketch because it's a sketchy Uber situation, okay? Because we roll up to Russia. First of all, for the audience out there, we were there for the World Cup, went to the final. It was great. Who won? France, right? Yeah. So, so we pull up to Russia. First of all, there's like 1,500 cab drivers in the airport. You want the cab? You want the cab? Get the cab. Good taxi. And it's like, yo, we're not getting in one of these taxis. Like, this is a bad look. Like, you get in a taxi, it's over, right? And so we show up, and I'm like, well, let's try Uber, right? Maybe that's good. We call the Uber, and like the Uber, first of all, the service doesn't work, so you can't really tell where the Uber is. Yeah. So you can't really find them. So then you call the Uber driver, right? Make the international call. He's like, and I'm like, I don't speak fucking English, Russia, dude. Like, come on. He's like, and I'm like, where are you? Where are you? You know, dude, like I don't know where you are. And then next thing you know, boom, the fucking Uber just starts driving off, like as if I'm already in the car. But guess what? I'm not in the fucking car.
Hold on, so it's not even dropping the fucking. It's like it's continuing. He just left. It's continuing your ride.
He left as if someone else got in the car, or
he's being charged for the ride.
I'm getting charged, and I can't cancel it. I'm like, cancel. And I'm calling him, and that dude's screening my call. The dude's screening my calls like an ex-girlfriend, bro. Like, there's like nothing I can do. And I'm like, dude, so I can't use Uber now. There's no Lyft. I can't even cancel the Uber, right, to you know, get in the car. And basically, I'm like, well, now we got to go with one of these fucking guys that are going taxi, right? So we get in a taxi. I'm like, hey, how much is going to be? He's like, it's no big deal. So we drive all the way to the hotel. Meanwhile, I know how much it should cost because I got an Uber that's going there. You know?
Right.
And it's already told me it's 1,000 rubles, right? We get there and he's like, it's 4,000 rubles. And I'm like, that's like 4 times the amount. That's wrong. He's like, it's right. It's the right price. And I'm like, dude, that's wrong. That's the wrong price. And he like shows me a map, not in English, and shows me, he's like, you see the color map right here, it's 4,000 rubles, this section. And I'm like, whatever, dude, here. Like, I'm either going to fight this guy. I mean, dude literally looks like he's Putin's like right-hand man. I mean, every Russian dude in there looks like they're going to fucking kill you. Like, this guy's holding a gun. He wants to fight. He probably done got food on the table. This extra 3,000 rubles like going to get him through the day, right? And so I'm not going to make a big deal. I mean, whatever. It's 4,000 rubles. That comes out to about $200 or something like that. And so I go into the hotel and I'm like, can you believe this? The Uber driver, he left without me. And then on top of that, the taxi driver charged me 4,000 rubles. She's like, 4,000 rubles? That's crazy. You crazy, right? And so the next she goes, welcome to Russia.
No, she didn't.
I knew it. No, she did. She said, welcome to Russia. Yeah, I was like explaining to her everything, and she was unfazed, just cold, just ice cold. I mean, Neil, you know about the Russian one.
Yeah. Sounds like someone I know.
Yeah. And so she just looks at me, ice cold, welcome to Russia. Jesus Christ. I mean, and you know what? From that moment on, though, I was prepared. I was ready. I was like, fuck this country.
That's why your text was like, yo, it's sketch.
I'm like, I'm in here. Oh, yeah, I told you. I said, how's Russia?
Yo, bro, it's sketch.
Sketch. Understatement. All right. So I know you guys do the segment. We already kind of talked about Tom Cruise, right? I want to play a game. It's called... And guys, this is a great party game. This is an amazing game that you can do when you're with your friends, when you're drinking, when you're smoking weed. It might even break the tension if you're in a fight with some crazy asshole named Days Da Vinci. You know,
he's not that big of an asshole. It's all good.
He's not an asshole, but you know what I'm saying. If you were in a fight with an asshole, might not be Days, but it could be someone. You want to break the tension. This game is called Picture Roulette. All right, you guys all got your phones on you?
Yeah.
We do.
That's
And
very
by
nice.
the way, if you're listening to this, you can head over to the YouTube channel because I will have everyone email me the pictures that we break down and that we talk about right now, and I'm going to put them up on the screen so you guys can
Maybe
watch
not
them
some of them, but
on the video. If I have to blur some stuff, I can blur some stuff. But,
all right.
we'll go. Well, fearless leader, this was your call. Well, who do you want to start us off?
All right. So first off, fuck it. We can do mine. So here's what you do. You open up your phone screen, right?
Mhm.
And you go to the camera, the all photos, right?
Yep.
So they're all up. Pass to my left, always to the left, right, Neil?
Yes.
Always pass to the left, right, Carl?
Yeah.
All right.
To the left, to the left.
Now, Devin, start scrolling and stop and point, but you can't look. It has to be, you can't be looking at the screen. So you're scrolling through all my
just
photos
go
and you
up?
stop randomly and you click on a photo and you're going to describe to the audience what you
just
see.
be like,
Scroll,
just
yeah,
scroll,
do
scroll.
one big scroll, like a
All right.
roulette wheel.
All right, cool. So
There
I
we go.
just
He's
scroll
gonna
up,
scroll right now. Yeah, well, you got to scroll down, but it goes
look
up.
at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me, Devin. Look at
Scroll.
me.
You got to look at him. No, you're not doing it. He's fucking.
I don't know. I fucking
gotta
don't
go.
work iPhones, man. I'm
Look,
Android.
dude, look, you just do that. That's
Just
all
do
you do.
this
See?
and I'll just point.
All right, we're gonna scroll. So we're scrolling
One,
the photos
two,
and
three.
point. All right, what do you got here? What do you got?
This is a screenshot from a text. And it is, it says, hello, my name is Michael. I'm contacting about final tickets from StubHub. Please let me know how I can deliver tickets in Moscow. My data and details, and then 2 blurred photos.
2 blurred photos.
No, they're the tickets to the World Cup.
Okay,
They're the
yeah.
tickets to- We got data details. Okay, that's fun. All right, pull out your phone, Devin. Now pull out your phone.
Oh, yeah, you have to give it to me now.
So yes, the way you do it is you scroll, like a roulette wheel. You
Right.
pull out your camera. Pull out
All
your
right, so
camera.
this is the top, and you just go down, like you
it's like-
swipe up.
I got it.
All right? There
So
you go.
so you're gonna be scrolling.
this.
All right, so Neil, you take the phone,
Hand it over. Come on.
scrolling the photos.
Do.
Try, don't look. He's getting deep in there. I like that.
Deeper
All
you
right.
go, the more trouble I get in.
Yeah, keep going deep. Go deep. Where we at? What we got here? He's scrolling. What do you got?
It's a picture of me.
What are you doing? What are you doing in the photo?
No, but it's all of us at Dash Radio. One afternoon, I guess, when we had a show.
Oh,
Who's the
sorry.
guest? Who's the guest?
Don't do this to me.
Who's the guest? He doesn't know who the guest is. He forgot who the.
I know. It's Carl.
There's Carl
Gabby.
and there's another person.
There's Devin, there's
That
me,
must
there's
have been an
all of
off
us.
week.
Me
That
for
must have been an
sure.
off week.
Right.
There's a couple of girls.
Gabby, make sure your phone's ready.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it the
Yeah,
Hermione
get your phone
Granger
ready,
ladies?
Gabby.
Is it
Yes.
Gabby,
I
get your
believe
phone
they are.
ready.
They're mine.
Get that camera up.
It is them.
Is
Yeah.
it
So-
Hermione
Yeah,
Granger?
no, but I'm saying everyone needs to do this.
Okay.
All right, Neil,
This
Pat,
is-
you go to Pat.
I'm giving this to Gabby.
So real quick, we'll shout out who this is. This is Alice Pierce.
You can't do that. Now he's gonna know that.
Why'd you do that?
Because
You threw him under the bus.
Now,
You just destroyed him.
I did.
It's not even under the bus. You just blew him up.
You
Dude,
Greg Varley'd me.
I had to because our other co-host and our video DJ is a star on their show.
Yeah, the Hermione
Currently.
Granger show.
So whenever we have the opportunity to plug Hermione Granger and the Quarter Life Crisis, we always do. And we love her.
Hermione Granger.
Yeah, it's
From-
like
from Harry
they,
Potter.
yeah, they flipped it like she's like a sister now.
Okay.
It's like
She's like a 25.
Here we go, Neil. Here we go.
Living in LA.
Oh, no. So Gabby's scrolling. She's scrolling the photos. Yeah, get deep in there.
Carl, give Gabby your mic.
Here we go. We'll see what she's
Swing it
got.
over.
Don't look, Gabby.
She's scrolling.
Blank though.
It's blank.
Blank.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, it's not. You know what it is? It's
What is it?
Oh, okay, go.
Oh, she's got. Here we go. Fine, you get a photo.
Just pick one.
Oh, it's a video. Here we go.
Yeah, play the video.
It's a screen recording
Oh
of
no.
a
Oh,
this video of a dude rapping about Chick-fil-A. Have you
Okay.
Chick-fil-A?
He's like, play that. The fear in your eyes just now, Neil. Yeah. Listen.
You gonna have to put some food. How the mama study in the back? We
already pray for you.
So what exactly is this video now?
It's Chick-fil-A. It's the guy from Chick-fil-A behind the counter. He's like just rapping like about serving you at Chick-fil-A.
Is this you caught this on tape?
No. I was going through Instagram.
Oh, this was an Instagram video.
And I just screened
Because I know you've had your fair share of battles with Chipotle and the burrito guy.
That motherfucker. That motherfucker.
You seem to have battles with like
That motherfucker tell me he makes the best burritos this side of town. You motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
You fucked your burrito up, right?
And you're at Chipotle? No, I'll tell you the story right now. I'm not even gonna walk away from this. I go to fucking Chipotle. They get a burrito. I'm like, I'm a block away from Chipotle. I go back home. My fucking burrito's unwrapped. It's not even tight anymore. I'm like, what the hell is this? All right, I go back, and I don't want to blow up the guy's spot because obviously the guy's a newcomer, who performs like this with burritos. Okay, so I don't want to blow up his spot. I tell his manager, I came here earlier. One of your employees didn't properly wrap my burrito. Can I get another one?
Yeah.
This guy's gonna come out of left field like, what'd you say? Hello? I'm like, bro, I don't want to try to involve you. But yeah, man, you improperly rolled my burrito. and he goes, well, that's a lie. And I go, how is that a lie? Yeah. And he said, because I roll the best burritos this side of town. That's why.
Oh, shit.
And I go, is that so? And he goes, yes. And I go, well, look. I go, look, that's so. I go, luckily for me, I took a photo of your unprepared burrito. And if the people here in the store wouldn't mind seeing, I turn around, I show everyone in the Chipotle, this guy makes this best burrito side of town. Look at this photo. This is the evidence.
In front of the audience?
In front of everyone.
In an audience
like,
at Chipotle.
Yeah. And then the guy, and then they're like, I'm sorry, sir, for disturbing you. I was like, please, can I get my burrito properly wrapped? And fuck that.
The life of Neil the Great.
The life of Neil the Great.
That's like a scene from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, that is
the burrito.
Some Larry David shit.
Oh my God, Gabby, you got your phone out, Gabby?
I do, but you gotta scroll, man. I got 12,000.
No, it's fine.
Damn,
Neil, you scrolling? You scrolling, Neil?
Damn.
No, Carl, you're up. Carl's up on Gabby's phone. Make sure you scroll nice and deep. Scroll deep, Carl.
Get up in there, bro.
Get up in that phone and scroll.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, finger. Woo.
Oh, roulette.
Oh,
roulette.
I think you went to the top.
Oh, he's at the top. He's at the top. He's scrolling. All right, scroll. Where you at, Carl? What do you got there? Pick something, Carl. Let's see what you got. He's still scrolling. Okay. Describe. What do you got there?
A video.
Play the video.
A half-naked man, I think, pumping his crotch against the back of Gabby's head.
No.
Oh, is that your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your friend. Okay.
That's what we're calling him.
That is a male stripper.
Shit,
That is a male stripper. That is a male stripper.
Bumping and grinding. He's like literally slapping his nuts on the back of this girl's neck.
That is a fucked up video.
Hey, that sounds like a good party to me. I mean,
Dude, that looked like you, Theron.
Hey,
Well, you never know.
Gabby, your innocence to me is just ruined.
Wait, was that a gay club? That was a it was a gay club. Wow. Yeah, it did look like Mr. International. All right, Carl, pass off your
I think we've
phone.
been waiting for this moment. I want to see Carl play.
Carl play.
I don't got too many. I got like a couple 200 photos in there.
Oh,
He's like, I've been saving my data. I keep my shit deleted, he says.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go.
There we go. Scrolling.
Nah, dude, we're getting nitty gritty here. Okay. Well, this is a photo that it's
What is
a
it?
selfie. It's a selfie. He
Why am
looks
I
like.
not surprised?
Is this the face you make during sex, bro, or what?
That's my ooh face.
Look at this. He's like, oh,
That's not ooh
he's got his braids down, the glass up. He's obviously wearing the skip bag shirt.
Obviously.
Proud of you. Love it.
Carl, was
Love
this did you send this in the DM to someone? Was this a DM photo?
Nah. That's one of my more. They be like, oh, why don't you post a picture of yourself in the group so we can see how you look? And I'm like, boom.
In the group. Oh, are you in group chats? Like posting?
I'm in like 275 different groups from one to fuck? Oh yeah, I'm in ones with like naked people. I'm in ones with like where it's foreign women for black men only and shit.
What?
I'm in ones that are strictly Filipino
Foreign
women.
women.
Oh,
Are these Facebook groups?
What group?
Facebook
So
group
you're
chats.
in a Facebook group, foreign women for black
guys.
for black men.
Oh no, I'm in multiple Facebook groups where it's not only foreign women for black men. I got a white women for black women, and I got a Filipino women for black men.
We diverse as fuck up in my group.
Wait. So you're telling me that you're in a foreign women for black men Facebook group and the Filipino women for black men. How many other women for black men are you in those groups?
There's the white women for black men, of course. And then you got the natural, of course, old school family, the sisters for the brothers. But they don't like us too much. No, they don't.
That's pretty awesome. All right.
I'm in a group called No Boners Wasted.
No boners wasted?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're going to scroll on Mr. International's.
Oh, no.
Scroll. We're scrolling, and there seems to be some action. You got a lot of photos on
I
here,
got a
bro.
lot of
I
photos.
feel like Theron's phone is probably a lot like a Drake lyric song.
Yeah, it gets weird in there. It's real fun.
Hey, what do we got here, Theron? Oh, this is the skip bag shoot right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
This is Crotchy. She's actually got about 2 million followers. She's got 2 different color eyes. And
Crotchy?
This is Crotchy.
Sarah McDaniels.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Sarah McDaniels. She's actually...
Shout out, Sarah.
Sarah was the first ever non-nude Playboy model that was on the magazine. She had the 2 color eyes. She has a blue eye and a brown eye. She posted a picture. She posted a picture of me once. And then deleted it like 3 weeks later. I guess her fans were upset. They were like, "Who the fuck is this in your Instagram feed?"
A question from Carl.
That's Carl. What do you think, Carl? How do you rate that ass right there?
Well, I rate that ass as proper. But I do have a question.
Carl. Well, first of all, Mr. International, how many girls you got on here? What do you got on here?
Well, I mean, you on the phone?
Yeah, you got a lot.
I
I saw some risque stuff that I just chose to.
I got some shit that you might not want to see.
I mean,
she keeps scrolling.
See,
to
look,
the
I
left.
got Lindsay.
She's gonna
I got
see some
Lindsay
shit she didn't wanna
Hancock
see.
here. Here we got Lindsay Hancock. Okay, yeah, she's a beauty. All right,
Yeah, she's great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Quincy Schmizek. Here we go. Okay, because I used to shoot photos. I used to do fashion and swimwear and stuff.
He tactfully just shot photos of naked women.
I was gonna ask you, like, how much
Look,
of that
look at
was,
this one. This one's hot right here.
how much of that was your
Look
love
at
for
this.
photos?
It's a little beady play up in here, Oh yeah, it gets weird.
And that's great. And what I do love about your phone is that you do have like 400 amateur naked women on there.
Mm-hmm.
You should just create a book.
You should
The amateur women of Theron's phone.
fuck a book, man. You want to monetize? Just do another Pornhub.
Dude, I thought of an idea. So the idea would be a book, but the book is literally the shape of a phone. And it literally is like an iPhone. And then like every page is the camera in my camera roll.
I like that. Yours would be exciting.
Cool.
I would buy that.
Oh, they love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some weird shit in here, but
So let me just divert for a second.
Dude, to piggyback on what Dan was going to say, what you do is you have celebrities do it. And you'd be like, yo, Drake, can you do like your camera roll and sell that book, like through us? You know what I mean? So like now you can get like different celebrities of their actual like camera roll.
Don't be talking about this on air, bitch. Let's fucking bring it.
well, I can't do it now. Someone's fucking doing it tomorrow.
done.
He's like, let's just give all our good ideas away live on the radio. I just want to say something about Carl, Mr. C. One thing that I really admire about Mr. C is he just don't really give a fuck, And I really do I admire the non-giving a fuckness about Mr. C. I'm going to tell you guys a really funny story one time about Mr. C. So Carl, when we were brainstorming ideas, I had this really great idea for a documentary, right? And I was like, listen. And I was telling the group of people this at a party, and they were all very candidly listening to me, everything I was saying. And I said, because, when I say we're going to do something, we pretty much do it, right?
Damn right.
So I was like, listen, I got this idea, because there's 2 Carls. There's LegalZoom Carl, and then there's like whatever this Carl is right now, right? There's two, and I only know this Carl. Carl's shirtless right now. He's Carl, I showed up to an audition looking like you one time like this. And I haven't auditioned in a long time because of that. Because of that time. And I was telling this story about how I wanted to make a documentary about the LegalZoom Carl and then the Mr. Weekend Carl, right? And and I was like, and we're gonna plant phones everywhere. We're gonna plant cameras at LegalZoom. We're gonna plant cameras in his house. And we're
reality
yeah, but he's not gonna know that we're making a documentary about him. And then someone was like, dude, that's fucked up. You're just gonna plant cameras and it's like, what dude's like jerking off or something? You're gonna have that footage. And I was like, listen, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You're gonna come on me like that? You're gonna come at me on my fucking idea right now? And Carl was standing across the room, probably drunk. And I was like, hey, Carl. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, we are gonna if we made a documentary about you, and it probably could make you famous because it's going to be a highly successful, very intricate documentary. But there's going to be some shit on there, like you doing drugs and jerking off and some real fucking fucked up shit that maybe you don't want anyone to see. Would you be cool with that? And he goes, yeah, I'll fuck with it. And I was like, see, motherfucker, but now my plan's ruined. The surprise is gone, you know?
Really happened?
Oh, yeah. No, this is a real Malibu.
Yeah, I'll fuck with it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I was just proving my point because this person was trying to guilt me in front of like 4, there was at least 2 good-looking females in this group that and there was like 3 people, and this one person was like, yeah, you can't do that. That's fucked up. You're just gonna film Carl. What if he's jerking off or doing drugs or something illegal? You can't just film someone doing that. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. I'll see my point right now. And you know what's so funny is we have a friend. We're friends with Andy Dick. We all know Mr. Andy. I've actually acted in Andy a few times. We have a really good friend of ours that may or may not have hooked up with Andy Dick, right? Yeah. And so I FaceTimed him the other day to kind of get clarity on this. And we were like, so Andy, did so-and-so, we heard a little something that maybe, you guys hooked up, maybe, played with each other, whatever. And he looked at me and said, oh, it's a lot worse than that, kid. You know what? And then that's it, our friend, hooked up with Andy Dick. It's fine,
Except he got nothing out of it.
Not yet. He didn't get it. He wasn't trying to.
No movie roles.
Well, you're not getting
publicity.
You're not getting anything out of hooking up with Andy Dick,
except a possible STD.
Right?
Yeah,
tons of shame. Tons of
shame.
And we love Andy. No, don't discredit.
Shame this man. Yeah.
No, we love Andy. Andy is just he's actually my like doppelganger opposite because I've come across him in 3 different ways. Like his boy Ryan, he woke up on his couch one morning. Another time, I'm out with the Ding Dong show I do on Mondays. A man is like his best friend. And then a third time, Mickey's doing a daggone film and he sends a picture to him one day. It was Andy's
serendipitous.
Yeah.
Andy's got an invite to come on. I think, if you want
an open invitation.
I think you should bring Andy on. That will be an interesting fucking segment.
He invited me on his podcast. I love Andy though. He's a good guy. He's just fucked.
And then we invite the friend that is like that.
Oh yeah. We got to bring him on. Yeah,
dude. Andy Dick is notorious for grabbing people's dicks in public along Hollywood Boulevard. Like, let me tell you a story. So I'm at dinner once, right? I'm at dinner once with like 7 people, maybe 6 people. It's like 3 chicks, 3 dudes, and me. So it's like 7 altogether, right? And we're like at dinner in Santa Monica, right? And like we're all just chilling. Out of nowhere, Andy Dick walks in with his girlfriend. He's like, "Oh, Theron, hey, what's up?" And everybody's like, "Oh, like that's fucking Andy Dick." And I got up and like gave him a hug and we talked for a second. I sat back down. I look at my boy to the left of me, and he had this fucking like look on his face, and he was just like watching Andy walk away. And I'm like, "Yo, like, what's your deal? Like, what's going on?" He's like, "Fuck that guy." And I was like, "Well, why? Like, what do you have against Andy?" He's like, "Man, one time I was in fucking Hollywood, right, at the Comedy Store. Dude sits down next to me, grabs my fucking dick, and I push him off. Then he gets to the left and starts trying to make out with my girlfriend." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's normal." I was like, "This shit happens all the fucking time."
Savage.
We can't get you stealing your girl, dude.
Yep, that's Andrew.
Back on your girl.
Yeah.
That's a move, though.
Yeah.
It's like if you're trying to get on a girl, and she's with a fella, just grab his dick,
Dude,
and then they're all shook up, and then go for the girl. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like in those
It's
like in those fighting games when they get the birdies around. They're like stunned for a few seconds. They just go in.
Steal the girl after the dick grab. That's a move. You know what? We can all learn something from Andy today. All right. You know what's funny is we're sitting here with a fucking living legend, Mr. International. You guys know how many homosexuals he's played in movies? He is like the ongoing.
Everyone?
I just got his credit approved on Madness and the Method, which is our movie with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, Jay and Silent Bob.
Thomas actually on his way.
And Theron got his credit approved as Power Bottom Twink. Because you know how I am, right? I just do shit the way I think I should do it. And we were in Russia, and I was like, hey, we're doing the credits for the movie because he plays a gay guy. He comes he's at the party and he walks up and he's like, Harley Quinn, oh my God, is that you?
Oh, is this you?
Oh yeah. He also plays a sex slave in Demi Lovato's music video.
What?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
true. And
I look very questionable and suspect in most things on fucking camera.
And I'm just gonna say it right now, Chip Douglas is gay. All right, the fucking beach ranger. I'll fucking say it right now. All right.
Squash that.
It's all making sense now.
So, but yeah, I approved his credit. He was like, what'd be funny is if we fucking put like Power Bottom Twink as my credit, and I was like,
I was joking though, dude. Kidding.
So I texted it to the producer, and he's like, yeah, good, mate. We'll put it in. No problem. So your name was going to be on the rolling credits as Theron Rothman as Power Bottom Twink.
Oh, my God.
that's
That's the
great.
best.
Dude, I was just thinking just now, what was that shit that we filmed in Malibu, like in the bathroom, where we had like the wing inside your underwear?
We just were looking at pictures.
The regifter.
I had black lipstick on, dude. Very fucking questionable.
That
That guy's sketchy, dude. That character is a fucking sketchy person. You don't want to come in contact with that dude. Like, I don't fucking.
You don't want to fuck with the regifter. The regifter would be like we need to turn the regifter into some psycho fucking murderer.
Get the scarf on and shit.
We need to come up with a
some
horror
guy.
skit. Like that was a funny skit, but like we need to bring that character back.
Oh my God,
We need
I
to
forgot
put
about that shit.
no. Could you imagine if the regifter was like the person they brought out during torture? You know, to fuck with you. You know, shit would be going real wrong. You know. I've been spending a lot of time with there, and he said he'd be really afraid if I was the one that came out and tortured you.
Dude, you guys brought up an awesome point about Malibu. Our audience has never heard the origin story about the foundation of skip bags.
The foundation of skip
Yeah,
bags.
so you guys were there. I mean, obviously, Mickey was there from the beginning, founder and fearless leader. But what was the inception of this? What was it like? When did this idea come about? How did this all transpire?
Well, I'll tell you exactly how it went down. So basically, Neil had been editing and cutting skits. I remember even you did something with Ryan about there was Sherlock Homie, right? That was the original sort of skit. And that's Carl and Neil. They would do all these skits. You were in school editing and you had to make shorts and things. And I do remember once I kind of came into the scene, I, was taking acting classes and I thought maybe I should, make something of this. And I bought some camera equipment because, you can pretty much do and make anything, even from your phone these days.
You and I went to B&H.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I remember when I went and I grabbed a camera, this is like maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was just sitting in Malibu. And I remember Theron came over one day and was like, yo, dude, let's fucking just make some shit. All right. Like pull this fucking camera out. Cause I was like, nah, man, like I can't do it. Like, what if it sucks? Like what if it's bad? Like what if no one laughs? What if it's not funny? He's like, man, just pull the camera out and hit record. So we came up with a skit on the fly, which was with our buddy Mikey Hansen. You remember with the
tattoos.
With the tattoos. And we came up with the skit about, it was called In the Closet, right? And basically Mike is like a very hard looking prison dude. And at the time, me and Theron didn't have his tattoos. Now he looks more like Mike.
Exactly. Right?
But at the time, me and Theron just looked like nice little kids. And we basically had this skit where he said, we're a hard ass looking prison friend gets out of jail. But there was a rumor that happened that when he was in jail, he turned gay. And we were like, no fucking way. Not Mikey. He's a fucking G. Like, there's no way that he's gay. And so when Mikey gets out of prison, he comes over and the first thing he does, he pulls Theron real tight and he goes, oh, God, I missed you, bro. Like, pulls him in real nice and tight. And so then we start looking at each other like, dude, maybe he is gay. And he's like, yeah, I like the decor in here. Yeah, right. So that was pretty much the skit. That was the first ever skit we made. And from there, we did the dance-off skit with Daniel Rockass and T-Rex Washington, which was just me fucking acting like an idiot. And Neil started coming around. And we kind of brought in the Sherlock homie, and we brought in all those things.
I remember that night I brought Carl over, and I remember there was like, who the hell is this guy? Like, what the hell?
I'll never forget the time when I was dating my ex-girlfriend. The first time she thought she liked me, and then I brought her out with you and Carl, and she had the look of terror on her face. I remember that time, Carl, when we all went out to dinner, and she was like, who the fuck is this?
I also remember one time he came to the house and your dad was there, and it was just super awkward until that, like, your dad's friend came out. She was like, Sherlock homie, and it just broke all the ice. She was like,
Yeah, no, that was great. Yeah, and so pretty much we just started making. I mean, we workshopped the name of the group for a while. I remember the actual first name of the group was called the Friday Night Taco Crew. We had that for like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember that? Remember the Friday Night?
That's weird.
It was JJ's idea.
JJ's a fucking weirdo.
He was like, let's call it the Friday Night Taco Group. I have no idea what that means. Why? But we literally, there was one skit. It was actually, it might have been the one that I've been talking about. At the bottom, it said the Friday Night Taco Group. It's like,
really?
That's a throwback. Yeah.
Still one of my favorite skits from those days is the one with the fries.
Lord of the Fries.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Brian. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was part of that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then so that was, and the best part about that skit was at the end is when it's like, because we're supposed to be on an island or something, and then Neil like gets out from his house and he sees like people killing each other on the beach, and he's like, hello, is this the police? Yeah. There's 4 white dudes killing each other on the beach. Yeah. White. Yeah. You better get down here. Right now. Yeah. Then it just cuts.
It cuts off over the black. It's like, you better get down here.
Yeah. You better get down here.
Oh, check out. Who's
and
going through.
Yeah, somebody decides to show up to the show casually late. You're on the air right now. It's a live feed. He just shows up when he wants to. We got an A-lister in the building. What's up? Dominic Burns, producer, writer of my latest film, Madness and the Method, coming out. Dominic, why the fuck are you late right now?
Big time.
In my defense, no one sent me the fucking address.
It's my fault. So, Dom, you have been busy, right? You've been out here in LA. Your hair seems longer. Did you do something to your hair?
It's grown, man. It's grown.
Right on.
Have I been gone that long? It looks like your hair did not grow that much. Tell me what's going on with your hair right now. Is it really that long?
Yeah. It is, actually.
Looks twice as... Was it wrapped? It was up before, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. But I don't think anyone gives a shit about my hair, man.
I care about your hair. Clearly, I'm quite intrigued right now. I'm like, it feels like your hair grew twice as long in like a month.
Maybe it's like...
I don't think it was down, though. It wasn't down.
No, last time we saw it.
So, Dom, you produced, wrote... You've been basically babying the movie now for 2 years. And the only reason I know this is because I've been a part of this fucking process, which has been the most grueling, tough process as an actor I have ever been through in my entire life. And the reason is because we shot completely out of order over the course of 3 years. I was fat as fuck when I started this production, and I literally had to get fat every time we reshot anything.
Oh, God.
Mickey, man, you steal this movie. I've said it a million times and I'll keep saying it. You kick ass in this movie, man, and it's going to be worth the wait. It's been a grueling 2 years, man. It's been a long, long time.
We're close to the finish line now, right?
Yeah, man, by far the longest.
How does the cut look? How does it look?
The cut looks beautiful. Almost as beautiful as you, but not quite.
Has Jay, have you watched it with Jay, the final?
Yeah, not the final. We've watched about a million different versions, but yeah, we're there, man. Fine.
Feeling good.
It looks beautiful.
We should watch it. Yeah,
man. Anytime. It's really, really kicking.
So what you guys don't know, Dom obviously is from Germany, right? No, he's from England. He's from a little town called Derby, right?
Right next to Sherwood Forest, where Robin Hood is from.
So, guys, what you serious? Really?
True story.
Yeah. Time the fuck out right now, okay? Derby is a very sketchy place, to say the least. I thought
on a scale of 1 to Russia, how sketchy is it?
it's not Russia, that's for sure.
It's like Serbia.
It's like it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. So we shot out in Derby. Now, what you guys don't know is that Derby is probably one of the most haunted places in the world.
It's supposed to be the haunted capital of Europe.
Really?
The haunted. Did you catch that? Are you afraid of ghosts, Neil? I know you're afraid of ghosts. I know.
Yeah. Remember that one night?
Yeah. I remember.
That sounds like a story I want to hear.
Yeah, we'll tell about the night, Neil.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking driving back to Malibu to the house.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I swear to God, I seen this woman like dressed like in white, like right next to the car, like just riding with me. I'm like, oh shit, like as if
or like a proper classic ghost, like the sheet over there.
Just imagine like if say you were parked in the car and someone walked up to the window. Just imagine that like the
in like a
scenario. But
very...
I'm moving. Okay, but she's not moving. She's just standing there while I'm driving. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I go back to the house and I'm all like, everyone, team meeting, get fucking back here.
You made us all go back up there.
I was like, yo, there's a fucking ghost out there. And then, yo,
He's like, yo, that was just Andy Dick, dude. No, it's all good.
and his girlfriend at the time was like, well, describe the ghost. Like, have it look. And I'm like, oh my God.
Was this when Jennifer was there?
Yes, I was like, Jennifer, it looked like you. But I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that. So I was like, oh. So I'm like, oh, well, it was like, he wore like a red top, you know, had like a blue hat and like some shoes. And that made her leave the room. I was like, guys, yo, you look like her. That's what I said. I was like, yo.
So science would potentially suggest that it was her that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a ghost, but it was in fact your girlfriend.
No, she couldn't do both. Yes,
that's the jerk. We were just talking about her the other day. Remember the night when I had to wake you up in the middle of the night, and I was like, Neil, Neil. I'm you're still.
All I see is like your silhouette through like
you're traumatized from that girl still.
Oh God!
She started breaking windows in the house. I was like, Neil, please, I need a witness.
I've had a roommate who breaks windows in his sleep.
Oh yeah.
True story.
Windows, crazy. So Derby is one of the most haunted places on earth, and we stayed. I feel like in the most haunted fucking place on earth.
Only the best for you, Mickey. Only the best.
And no, it was a castle. It was one of the oldest, like the oldest Hiltons in the world.
Everything in Derby is old, man.
No, but this particular, so I'll tell you a story. And this is a true story. This is when we were there, and one night I was walking through the halls, right? And first of all, there's been some weird shit going on. There's like you see a cat out your window, but you weren't sure. And then one night, my friend Maurice, one of the producers, his bed had just moved like across the entire room. Like he went to the bathroom, he got out, and the bed was just moved to a different spot.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, he was legitimately scared. Like he called me and was like, Miki, Miki, I need you to come to my room right now. The bed has moved. I'm like, what do you mean the bed has moved? The bed has moved across the room. There's something going on in here. So, then one of the next nights, I'm walking with Mr. International's brother, Cameron, who worked with me on that film. And we were walking through the hallways, and there's this very nice, like old, like very old bat with like a gap between. I never exactly. He had yellow teeth.
I really hope you're not describing me right now.
No, you're not old. This guy was. This guy was fucking old. All right, and he had a gap between his teeth, very yellow teeth, and he was in fucking one of these like 1800th century like uniforms, like an old like British uniform with gold pins, right? And he was like looked like a butler out of a fucking movie, like from the period piece, And he walked up and he had a little pocket watch thing and everything, and he's like, "Hello, gents. Very nice night. Would you like me to help you with your bags?" Because we were walking with our bags, and I was like, "Oh, that's fine." And then later, I was like, "Oh, who's the butler?" And they were like, "We don't have a butler."
Oh,
I swear to God, that's the true fucking story. I freaked out. I was like, "That was a fucking ghost." I'm positive.
Why did your bags?
No, we were just walking with our bags. But this guy was like, "Let me help you with your bags," and it was like as if he was a staff. And I was like, "Do you?" And then I looked into a photo, like an old photo, and I'm pretty sure there was like a lineup.
We're just talking about The Shining right now.
No,
exactly what I'm saying.
this fucking happened to me. I'm telling you. And the ghost hunter. There's a ghost hunter. You guys heard of the ghost hunter? Where does he live?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he lives in Derby.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite things in the entire world is to scare people.
I love it. I love it.
I love scaring.
I am literally the guy that will hide in your closet for like 20 minutes, giggling the whole time. Man, you know.
Has that ever gone wrong for you?
All the time. Many times.
Like one time. Give us the time that went
the
really,
best time
really
was with Vinny, who you know, he was the DOP on the shot Madness.
Yep.
And I was hiding in his closet,
guy.
thinking the best time is if you get in someone's bedroom, that's when they feel most relaxed, man. So when you're like hiding in their closet and that she knows. when you're
most relaxed in your bedroom, Gabby?
The last thing you expect, the last thing you expect is someone to leap out when you're chilling, you know, in your own little space.
Sure.
And I thought I'd got Vinny. I thought I'd actually turned the shower on and closed the door, so I thought he thought I was in the shower, and I was hiding there giggling, and he'd seen me sneak in, so he waited like 5 minutes, knowing that I was waiting, and he just opened this closet door and just scared the shit. Absolute
got you back.
Yeah,
backfired.
Massive backfire. Yeah.
See, I was in Rumson and I took a paintball gun and I emptied out the paintballs and Theron was working out in the gym and he was like midway and I was like, "Please, motherfucker!" And I fucking shot at him with an empty paintball gun. And the thing was like it took him 4 seconds to get like it was like a delayed scare. Like at first, like I saw on his face. Like he was like, I can't believe he's shooting me right now, and like he was like, and he had this look, and then he was like, and then he was like, Jesus Christ! But like there was 4 seconds where he just was like, I'm getting shot. Like I think
because like your fear face is the most honest thing you can possibly do. It's such a genuine, real reaction. Like that is not you're in no way putting any.
What's the difference between your fear face and your orgasm face?
There's very little, but there's subtle differences.
Yeah.
And I'll explain it to you because one day you will get there and give someone an orgasm. I promise you'll get there, Mickey. I believe in you.
So the key is to scare them and get them off at the same time. Is that's like the ultimate
I feel
holy
like that's
grail?
some brand new kink that
That's what I said. I feel like Devin got that pulled off with his scratches.
What do you think I was doing in the jail between groups?
I don't know. You were shirtless about 10 minutes ago. So I don't know what the fuck you were in the closet over there. I don't know what the fuck you were doing. But off camera.
How do we get from Derby to some sort of scary, kinky orgasm?
Because Derby always leads to scary, kinky orgasms, all right? Like, there's a fucking massage parlor that was next to my hotel that was just an open red light district massage parlor.
All right, relax here. Okay.
No, legal spot, right?
I have no idea.
Sure, he's got no idea. No, Derby is a great place. You know, dodgy.
I've brought a long succession of people to Derby, mate.
I love it.
I've shot like 5 movies in Derby.
Yeah.
Genuine.
What was your favorite movie in Derby?
Obviously, Madness.
Obviously,
goes without saying. But I brought Van Damme there. I brought Mark Hamill there. Mickey Gooch Jr. to Derby.
Tell the story about Vinnie Jones coming to set in Derby.
Well, he was a fine, brilliant, upstanding
actor. He's an amazing actor.
He actually is a brilliant
so talented.
Very, very charismatic. But the thing is with Vinny that people perhaps don't quite realise over here is that in England he is like an absolute megastar. Because he was a soccer player, football player, and notorious. That was a really famous picture that's actually in Madness of Vinny grabbing another gentleman's bollocks. While on the soccer field. So he was known as a really, really tough, hard footballer. So when Vinny came to set, it was a pain in the arse because we had the press turn up and we had people trying to film us. And there's actually a little shot of there's like a fight scene between Vinny and Jay in the movie. Just very mild spoiler. And there's you can actually YouTube that shit and see like some asshole hanging off the side of a bridge filming it on his phone.
But Vinny brings a presence. He's tense.
Oh yeah. God,
I mean, the guy. I mean, we were filming, and for like a couple of days there, everything was all. I mean, at least I was there, and it was all high fives and smiles, and then it was like Vinny Jones is here, you know, like
what you fucking geezers.
He's like, you know,
work
I thought he wanted to fucking kill you at one point.
Well, yeah, there was that.
No, like physically hurt you.
Yeah, but you know,
Because
I'm not sure I'm going to tell that.
I was like, this dude might physically kill you.
Yeah, I thought we were going to box at one point.
Yeah, no, because you know you were trying to throw suggestions to him, and he thought you were trying to fuck with him. But you were really just
I was kind of trying to fuck with him.
So Vinny was a tense guy. He comes on set and first the schedule had Jay up to film with him first. And I remember Jay was like, fuck that, I'm not acting with him first. Like, this guy's intense.
In fairness to Jay.
No.
Actually, on a serious note, in fairness to Jay, that was actually quite a smart directorial decision.
It was a huge move. It was a huge play.
He wanted to direct him.
You want to see him in action.
Exactly,
you know, you don't want to be on screen in front of him. But the schedule on first was
had Jay first. And unfortunately that meant, because Jay made that decision, it meant that the first person up with Vinny when he comes on set, and you've got like people outside the building, it was quite a big, trying to get a glimpse of him, you know, it's quite
it was a big deal.
You know,
it was a big show.
Especially Vinny and Darby, you know, he's like the LA guy now. Everyone was quite excited.
They ran a fucking news article about it the day he got there.
Yeah.
Like, it was on the front page of the newspaper, like Vinny Jones and Darby.
Yeah. And so first up, straight away with no notice, it's like, Mickey, you need to get in now. Like literally now. And of course,
I was supposed to not go for a couple hours.
Yeah, longer. It was like 4 hours you were.
Yeah, it was like 4 hours. I thought I was ready to go.
And the thing is that it's so important, as anyone will know, doing any sort of filming, is that you need to make a strong first impression, you know?
Absolutely.
And so we were all super nervous to get it right first time. And actually, when we did get it right, he was cool. He was fine after that. But he doesn't know if he's on some bullshit job. I mean, he's just flown from LA to Derby, man. He's already pissed off, you know? Yeah. And so we needed to get it right, and it was genuinely really tense.
Right, because you know he shows up on set, and Dom comes over to me and says, "All right, listen, right, no pressure, but you need to be brilliant."
I think I literally
he did say that to me. No, I'm fucking quoting him right now. No pressure, but you must be brilliant because it's our first shot with Vinny. And if he doesn't think you're brilliant, the whole production is going to be a fucking sham. And I'm like,
I think I literally probably said
no,
that.
You did. You said you did. You told me.
Sham?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Mickey, in piss taking aside, Mickey is the type of actor you can say that to.
Yeah,
like, you know, he doesn't need that sort of protection. You can just say, look, I really need you to go in there and smash it.
He did. He did. He said, because this is a big deal. And, you know, this is Vinny's because, you know, you're in Derby. There's like you know, we're very running and gunning. It's a very independent movie, and nobody does the independent space better than you in Derby. I mean, nobody does the independent space better than you, period.
Thank you.
You know, I've been on a lot of independent films, and you know, I've been on a lot of big films. I've been on films that have grossed $600 million. There were $30 million budgets, and you got a bunch of fucking people running around doing God knows what. Like, what is that guy's job? I don't know what his job is. His job is to just do fucking nothing, I guess, you know. And when Dom has a show, you know, everyone has a very specific job, and it speaks to my heart because of the independent world that we live in and the skits that we did. And you know, I remember one time making fucking Neil dig a hole for like 20. You know, we had people digging holes. You know,
that hole till 4 o'clock in the morning, and all of us.
And
I remember that show.
And you know, which was a great lesson in script writing, because it was like, if there's a fucking hole in the ground, you gotta make it now. Neil was like, it was the first time Neil had like wrote in a script and was like, oh shit, like I should probably rethink this better, like, because it was like, all right, well now we got to bury the body, and we were like, fuck, we got to dig a fucking huge hole.
Yeah.
I had to call a friend of a friend who had a house in Malibu, and she still gives me, she's like, you put a fucking hole in my ground. To this day, she's like, you know,
and it had to be like deep.
And it was a hot summer day, and I remember like we bust out Carl, Neil, Theron. There was like 6 dudes in the heat digging a hole for like a 5-minute shot.
Yes.
This was like, I mean, these dudes were on it. But anyway, point is Dom, nobody does the independent space better than you. And this was a fantastic independent movie. And when I went on that set with Vinny, I remember, you know, there's a vibe. You know, there's not the huge trailers on that set. There's not people running around kissing your ass, grabbing you a fucking sushi or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not a big fluff movie set. This was a nitty gritty to the bones. Like, we're capturing what we need, because at the end of the day, it's what's in front of the camera, right?
Fuck yeah.
You could have a 400 people standing behind the camera with the fucking, you know, show and dance and cotton candy machine, but like, if you're not, you know, what's in between the frame is what really matters. And we caught some great stuff. And I know that when Vinny showed up, there was that vibe of like, what is this, right? Like, Vinny wants to know like where he's at. He's in Derby, like, of all places. And it was a big deal that first scene hit hard. And I remember acting, and it was a big deal.
You absolutely knocked it out of the park. It's hard not to sound sycophantic, which is like an important British word for kissing your ass. And but it's hard not to sound sycophantic. But you absolutely smashed it, and that remains one of my favourite scenes in the film.
It's a big scene.
It's
We won't spoil
really
it.
fun scene.
We will not spoil it, even though we want to.
I desperately want to, because he does this shit that still, I've seen this film like a fucking billion times, and it still makes me laugh every time I watch his face do this thing in that scene.
It's a great scene. But the point, you know, I remember doing the scene, and obviously it's comedy. I throw a little improv in there, do a little this, little that, and I'll never forget sitting across. I mean, Vinny's a fucking intense guy, right? And he acts. He's no less intense. If anything, he turns up the volume, right? Yeah. And at the end of the scene, there was like a second pause, and he looks at me and he goes, "Good on one, boy." And that was it. Like, from that moment on, Vinny Jones knew that he was in a legit fucking, you know, movie, and everything went smooth from that point on.
That's literally what he said. Yeah, he just nodded and said, "Yeah."
He said, "Good on one, boy."
Yeah,
and I was like, all right.
Like that face, like from fucking
and Vinny chilled.
Head Thieves.
Sorry, man. Sorry, I talked.
No, you know, he made the face he makes in Head Thieves at the table. And he's like, when Dante's on the phone, he'd be like, okay, I can see the face exactly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It was
Vinny was chill after that, and you could literally see the difference in his attitude, literally instantly. He was like, okay, I'm not in a shit show. This is all right. Yeah. You know, this guy's all right.
So at what point does the world get to see this movie?
Very, very soon, man. As you know, we've been, we've basically finished it now.
I asked that for the audience because I want to know myself.
I would see it coming out by the end of the year. I would have thought.
So,
you know, I think we'll drop the trailer pretty soon, which you've seen.
Yeah, the trailer's great.
The whole thing's it's exactly what you'd imagine Jason Mewes would direct. It's fucking madness. Yeah, it's fucking madness, you know?
It's insanity.
And there's a couple of incredible scenes with Jay and Kevin in there as well. Stuff that people, I mean, and just to the point where everyone thinks they've seen everything that Jay and Silent Bob could do, there's definitely some different stuff in there.
Yep, no, there's some great stuff in there.
I mean, I would argue it's not what people are going to expect, actually. It's a little bit different in a good way.
There's a lot of heart in it.
Yeah, genuinely, yeah.
In all the madness, there's a lot of heart.
But but I've said it a million times. Mickey steals this movie, man. I'm not even, I'd say if he wasn't here,
Mickey
I have said
steals
it.
Everything.
You know,
I've stolen this fucking radio show today. We're fucking. Devin's not even on a mic. So my question is it true that Theron's credit is Power Bottom Twink?
This is true.
We were just talking about it. How Theron plays a gay guy in every single thing he does, and how he's a sex slave in Demi Lovato's music video.
I seen him. I was at a Skip Bags meeting, and I seen him do this improv story that he told, and it was so fucking funny. I was rolling around laughing, and I was like, Mickey, does he want to come in? And I've got a little thing for him in Madness. You know, does he want to come in? This story was so funny, man. I just cast.
You got to tell this. I mean, the story. So Theron, when he first moved to LA, I mean, Theron's always got the rock hard abs and the body that doesn't quit, you know, and then when he first moved to Los Angeles, you know, he was like, I might get into a little modeling, right? I'm doing acting, modeling, blah blah blah, and he was approached on Santa Monica Boulevard by a pretty reputable looking guy with a guy had a tie on, you know, so he was like legit.
Is that the code?
And
something like that.
And he was like, "Oh my God, look at you." He's like, "Sure, okay." And he's like, "Are you a model?" And Theron was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm a model." Yeah, fucking take pictures for people, whatever, you know.
He's like, who are you signed with?
And he was like, I'm not signed with anyone. And he basically told him, yeah, maybe we gotta get you signed, right? And so Theron exchanges numbers with this guy, and he starts. He's like, what did he say? You need to get some photos or something, right?
Yeah, he's like, I need some kind of like I would say a headshot. You know, he's like, we need some photos to start with. You know, so I can pass them around. You know, to the agencies,
pass them around,
and you know, kind of like get your face out there a little bit, see what you're working with.
And so Theron starts sending pictures, and he was like, well, you know, all the big guys, all the heavy hitters, they all go full nude. Everyone. He's like, you need to be comfortable in underwear. You need to be comfortable nude. So what do you got, right? And so Theron starts sending this guy nude photos, right?
Yep. And then at the time, I was fucking sending nude photos to everybody and their mom.
There's a lot of nude photos.
It's like scandalous as shit.
Finding a nude photo from Theron's like finding a penny on the ground. Like everyone's got one, all right? Fucking, I think I got one in my phone right now. And so Theron starts sending this guy nude photos, and I think somehow it escalated to like, I need you to like masturbate on like.
Shut up! Hang on, that's like. It's like, yeah,
because at one point, Theron's brother, who was also living with us, like walked into the bathroom, and Theron's like on like FaceTime or something, masturbating with fucking Crisco oil on it. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, get out. He's like, get out of here. I'm busy.
No, he's like, yeah, like those abs look really nice. He's like, I need him to pop a little more. You know? He's like, maybe like, you know, get some oil, do some crunches. And I was like, fuck, like, all right, like, I was like, I don't have any coconut oil, I don't have any Hawaiian Tropic Dark-Tanning oil. I was like, I don't know what to do. So I run into the kitchen, I'm like, poof, like, open the cabinets, and there's the fucking Crisco vegetable oil. So I pull that motherfucking gallon of Crisco out, and I run into the bathroom and shut the door, and I'm like oiling myself up, you know, I'm naked, like, you know, the junks. He's like, you just fluff the junk up a little bit, get that, pop it, you know. So I'm oiled up, and I'm like posing off, and my brother walks in there, and he's like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, get out, shut the door, and like force the door shut.
Yo,
and,
I remember this.
And then
I remember hearing this right after it happened. I remember hearing this.
No,
but
because
he keeps telling me, he's like, fluff the junk up more.
Fluff
I'm like, well,
the junk.
I'm like, all right, dude, how much more fluff can it get? It may be fucking fully erect. And so next thing you know, my cock's like rock hard on camera. I'm oiled up in fucking vegetable Crisco and oil. And, you know, he's like, just walk into the camera and bust. And I was like,
walk into the camera and bust.
That was amazing. He's like, just walk in and bust. Walk into frame and bust.
It's a runway move.
But think about that for a second. You have to literally be in motion, right? You're walking. You gotta literally like that's a fucking skill. If you could actually, can you do that? Can you walk into the camera and bust?
Like 1, 2, 3,
Can
4.
I walk into the camera and bust? I mean, I could get pretty close.
Yeah, no, but so like he wanted you to like runway model, like run like a strut, like bop bop bop. Bust, right?
Yeah, left, right, bust.
I love so much the fact that after all that story, the first thing Mickey takes is that how difficult it is to walk up. There's so many other questions.
That's like, yeah, I'm curious. How hard is it to walk into the camera and bust? I mean, and what the reality? So was this guy wasn't legit, was he?
I don't know, man. I mean, he had a website, you know.
This is a gay guy on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Well, pretty much what happened was when he's like, all right, just walk into the camera and bust. And I'm like, I'm like had a moment of clarity. And I look at myself, I'm like,
what? A moment?
I'm dressed in Crisco vegetable oil, naked, and my dick's hard. And I'm like filming this. I'm like, what happened? Like, I blacked out. I was like, what the fuck happened? It's like, call this chick who's a model who I was like, you know, friends with. And I was like, yo, so I met this guy. You know, he said he's like an agent. He's going to get me on like Calvin Klein's, like in like, you know, he's like, you're flying to Miami and all this shit. And I was like, I'm like walking into the camera and he went like, my dick's
and
hard
bust.
and I'm covered in oil. And she's like, yeah, you're getting played right now. She's like, this video's going to be on Pornhub or Grindr or he's going to use it.
It's definitely going to be on. It is on Pornhub probably.
Then I had to fucking cut the cord and I was like, you're out.
So walking, did you actually pull it off the walking?
No, I mean that's, when he said the walk-in bust, I was like, this is getting fucking weird.
So when he said walk-in, it was weird. Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, I make people famous all the time. He's like, here's the list of my clients, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, they walked in busting.
Who was the list of this guy's clients?
I don't know, man. I don't remember. This is like 5-6 years ago.
And how much pull does he have? Because I'm available.
I don't know. Not enough, obviously.
Walk into the camera and bust. That's got to be really fucking difficult. So
I should have done it. I'd probably be fucking famous right now.
You
if I could walk
yeah.
and bust,
you'd be out.
Shit would have taken off.
But how? So that's when the moment. It feels like I feel like that's happened to me before. The moment of clarity when I'm in like a Halloween costume and you've been like arrested. There's like you look like a fucking idiot and you're like that moment of clarity. Like there's nothing more shameful than like being in like a bad situation dressed up like fucking Batman or something, or whatever. Like, and like you fucked up and you got glitter on your face and like it's like you're like a disgrace to this planet. And now you look like a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah, that happened to my brother in Liverpool. He's from Liverpool and he's gone out dressed as like a 70s guy, complete with the fake hairy chest, the whole thing, and
and he got in trouble.
I get pulled over in my little princess costume.
I mean, you're having a moment of clarity right now. Like, what the fuck are you? What are those things on your head right now?
These cat ears are cute, Mickey.
No, I love them.
No, they're really cute, but I feel like we have like, you're like, I feel like this is wrong that you're even, you got these cat ears on. Like, what is this outfit? Explain this outfit you have on right now.
This outfit says I rolled out of bed and put clothing on and then came to the dash.
The cat ears match the socks.
They do.
They got the red socks, the cat ears. What shirt is that? What does that say?
It's a neck deep.
What's neck deep?
It's a pop punk band.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the lucky guy?
My boyfriend, Tyler.
Tyler.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyler, congratulations. Shout out to Tyler.
Shout out to Tyler.
Congratulations.
This sweet bod, all his.
Good for you, Tyler.
He's a personal trainer.
Can I ask you a really personal question?
Yes.
Do you wear those ears when you have, intercourse with Tyler?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay. Because I feel like that would be the way I would want to wear those ears. I'm ready to borrow
You can have
them.
these ears if you want.
Yeah.
I have a whole pair of ears back at my house.
You got more. You got extra ears. Do you have an extra pair for Dom too? Because we're all going to go to Mission Impossible tonight wearing those ears. Have you seen You missed out on the beginning segment of this show. We've been talking extensively about Tom Cruise and how Tom Cruise probably is contracted to have a 50-yard dash in every movie that he's in. Have you ever seen a movie where Tom Cruise is not running?
Let me ask you a question. What about Jerry Maguire? Does he do a 50-yard dash in Jerry Maguire?
Fuck yeah.
Of course he does. Definitely.
Show me the money, baby.
Show me the money.
I almost want to give him a bit of a dash when he's leaving the office, but right before who's coming with me. I think there's a little bit of a little.
Can we get like a Neil? I know you'd be great at this. Can we get like an edited reel of the Tom Cruise dashes?
Dude, unfortunately, there's already is one.
There's a there is. No,
it's like 9 minutes.
Of course there is.
But have you guys seen Mission Impossible?
No, we want to see it.
It's absolutely amazing.
We want to see it. We're going tonight. We're going tonight. Would you go again?
Yeah. Hell
you
yeah.
gonna be my date?
Really?
Yeah, I'm down.
It's like that.
Perfect.
Seriously, I'd see it again in a heartbeat. Yeah.
So
it's
Dom,
amazing.
you dressed with you got these rings on your necklace right now. What are those things?
That's a long story. They're basically my grandparents who.
Well, we don't have the time for a long story. I'm just kidding. Get rid of those rings.
It's not a radio story. It's not a radio story.
Okay, but you rock the rings. Those things are heavy duty. Those are some like Lord of the Rings looking rings right there.
That's the camera.
Okay, there's the camera. Those things. Now, is there a reason why you have them on the necklace and not on your hands?
Yeah, because they're a little bit much to.
I feel like they're much on the necklace. I feel like they're just much.
Much of a muchness.
But if they're on his fingers and he punches someone out, now there's fucking evidence.
Yeah.
The boy knows.
What he's saying is that they're a little loud.
They're loud.
I mean, like he's trying to keep a low pro a little bit.
Oh, like Liberace.
Do I in any way look like I'm trying to keep a low profile?
So Dom, I know you've been. What kind of projects you working on next?
We got 2 TV shows that we're developing and 2 movies. As you know, I've written you quite a stonking part in what will hopefully be the next movie. Something very, very, very different for you as well.
That's hilarious. I don't even know what during this. I'm sorry. During the course of this show, Devin has not only taken his shirt off in the back room, but now he was just looking through the trash in the other room. I have no idea what.
With security.
What the fuck are you doing with security? Like, what did you lose? Did you lose something important?
A piece of the camera gear. So that's somebody else. I went to use the restroom and somebody threw it away. Oh, there we go.
He's in the trash. And you were Why were you shirtless earlier?
This is Charlie work. That's what I'm doing.
Why were you shirtless earlier?
I've changed from my Cuban Yavetta shirt into the skip bag shirt to promote the brand, bro.
Oh, so mid-show, you're in two different shirts this show.
For the first 5 minutes, yeah, I'm in one dress
Devin,
shirt.
can you walk and bust?
I don't know, but there's only one way to find out.
Sounds good. That'll be the extras. You know, after the end of this show, I think if we can find that clip of Theron, walking and busting, I think that would really make a fine exit to this show as a nice stamp piece.
Slow motion.
Like the show ends and then boom, Theron, and that's it.
Left, right.
Dom. So you were talking about the creative projects that you got coming up.
Yeah. So I'm going to direct next. I've produced and written this one, but the next one
I love your vision. You obviously are a brilliant director. I could tell that on Madness, how you just even the times that you were working with the actors and helping out with Jay. I mean, that was I'm very excited for your next piece.
That's the element of it I love. I can't stand the business side of the business, but the creative side, I love it. I could direct performances all day long.
The business side is such a bitch, isn't it?
Fuck the business. Fuck the business. I fucking hate it. Everyone, no one likes the business, surely.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I like the business.
I fucking hate it, always.
So, and you've been, when we've been talking, you've been about, talking with Olivia Munn for one of your projects and stuff. We've been kind of circling that idea. I know my manager wants to talk to you about that. That's cool.
Yeah. I love badass female leads, and I have done way before. That was a traditional thing to love,
Yeah.
And traditional is the wrong word, a cool thing to love, everyone wants female roles now, but I've wanted them for a long time, and I've written something totally different for her, an absolute kick-ass role, so hopefully we get that off the ground.
Absolutely.
It's all bullshit until it's not in this game, isn't it? It's never anything until it's something.
And what got you into making film? Why did you start making film?
Just a pure obsession watching movies growing up as a kid.
Who's your top 3 crushes? Mm-hmm. Female crushes. If you could have
massive crush on Molly Ringwald. Still think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolute massive crush. Kind of Scarlett Johansson. I'm into redheads.
Redheads,
Yeah.
Darren was just hooking up with a redhead.
Oh yeah.
Big up Darren.
Yeah. She was a good friend of mine.
Did you get friends?
Why redheads?
I have no idea. It's very bizarre, but it's just, I don't know what it is.
They're the craziest. You know that, right?
Yeah, I think that may be it.
You just, I'm attracted to crazy too. I'm like batting 1,000 on crazy.
I have an ex-redhead who's fucking batshit,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We know it. Good for her. Guac. And so, and you're going to be you're going back over to the UK soon, right?
Yeah, it's wedding season. So I've got a wedding.
Wedding season? That's a thing?
No, it's not. It is in my life.
I'm like Wedding Crashers. It's wedding. I always want to know when wedding season was.
Of course, it's wedding season. From April
to
summertime.
I guess.
April.
My brother's getting married in the fall. Is that wedding season?
No, it's not.
No, it's like I've got a bunch of weddings.
No, it's not. You're so in sync with that, Thank you,
Carl. But there's no safe season in England anyway, because it could literally be sunny in the morning and rain in the fucking afternoon in England. So, so you just got to keep thinking.
I got a question for you. I pitched this earlier, so I want to hear what you think about it.
Go for it.
I had this idea of having a documentary where we would basically hide cameras everywhere and completely infringe on Carl's existence, where we'd hide cameras in his bathroom, his bedroom, and his workplace, and then a couple of his favorite places where he goes on a regular basis. And it would be a complete infringe on his privacy. It'd be fucked up. We'd see him doing some really weird shit. Because the idea of the documentary is to show that this anomaly, this person that is Carl, the person that we all know, the guy that's got you see who we're talking about right here, right? And then there's this Carl that works at LegalZoom from like 8 to 5 or whatever every day, 9 to 5 Carl. Like, who the fuck is that Carl? Who is the Carl that works at LegalZoom as opposed to the other one? And this is this can be a documentary called Who's Carl?
I feel like that's a green light, because like as soon as you mention the words hidden and camera, then it fucking gets greenlit.
Now, someone at a party told me that's fucked up. They were like, you can't invade someone's privacy like that. You can't basically.
Hang on, does Carl know about this?
No, he won't know about it.
Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of this.
But then I said,
Carl, we're not doing this.
But then I said to Carl, because someone tried to call me out at a party. They tried to make me look like I was some psychopath trying to like make really fucked up content and exploit my friends. And they were like, that's fucked up. Like, he's going to be jerking off. Like, he's going to be doing shit. You're going to be filming him doing shit. And I was like, fuck you, dude. I bet you if I was like, hey, Carl. And I explained to him the whole show. I said, it's going to be a documentary and it's probably going to be great for your career. Maybe not. It could ruin you. Would you be down? And Carl took about 4 seconds, looked to the right, to the left. He said, yeah, I'll fuck with it. And that was it. And I literally knew right then and there that Carl is forever. Forever.
You know how you have like when they do medical trials and they have like some people who are on placebos taking pills that don't do anything, and then some people actually taking the medicine. So you'd need to like get 50 people who all agreed to it, and then none of them would know if they'd been chosen or not.
Gotcha.
But they'd all agreed to it prior. So like you go in and you sneak into it. You'd have to have enough people for them to think it's.
Or you just need a Carl in your life where you could get him to sign the papers after the fact.
Well, yeah, we'll just do that. It's probably easier than funny.
Because I believe if you took 50 people who may or may not know that, first of all, that's a documentary in itself. Just a documentary that.
You could walk onto Hollywood Boulevard and find 50 people now. Everyone wants to be reality famous.
Yeah, but you imagine Imagine if you thought that someone approached you and you signed that paper.
But you'd have to leave it like
the next
year.
But for the next year, you'd be sitting there wondering if they are filming you or not. And like, that's the show, is the 50 people all get filmed, but only, and one of them only gets featured. But then, so we kind of go through this process, but we kind of just look at the idea of what 50 people act like over the course of the year. Can you imagine if you were being filmed all the time for the last year? We don't even know why you were late to the show, and God forbid we had footage of why you're fucking late today.
No comment.
So, I believe that you said that Madness is going to be coming out at the end of the year.
Yeah, end of the year, I think, but you'll know because we're going to scream it very, very loudly from every rooftop in the world.
Yeah, I think I'd probably hear about it, right? I get some kind of notice.
I feel like you'll be.
That sounds good. Well, it's always a fucking pleasure having you in my presence.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. Sorry, my bad. Although I didn't get sent.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to fucking Gabby because she wore fucking
Gabrielle
ear pieces for you.
Sorry to you. I'm also sorry to Tyler.
If I want to follow at Poppy Carlo to see what he's like in fucking on Instagram, and then you need to start posting shit on from LegalZoom. I need to start seeing some LegalZoom footage, all right? Because I'm seeing way too much non-LegalZoom footage, all right? There's an overload of some bullshit on your feed. If I really need to tune out and watch some nonsense that means absolutely nothing, I just tune to your fucking at Poppy Carlo. Half the time, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's the beauty of it.
But I want to see some LegalZoom feed. And if I want to see some, possible, crisis feed, I go to at Neil Life the Great, whatever. And Gabby, I don't even know. You probably have some weird shit going on in your feed. Yes, you're a strange character.
It's called Cat Ears.
Cat Ears.
At Cat Ears.
What's your Instagram, Gabby? Gabby Shake. Gabby Shake. At Gabby Shake. Okay.
Lead us out, fearless leader. You got the reins on this bitch, bro.
And at Sailor Dev. What the fuck does that mean? Sailor Dev. Are you some kind of? Are you a fisherman? Are you from Tampa? Do you
I am.
Yeah. Are you a pirate? Are you a buccaneer?
I am.
You're a fan of the Buccaneers? Do you like the Buccaneers football team? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. None of us like the Buccaneers.
Very understandable.
They had one good player, Keyshawn Johnson, and now Keyshawn wasn't even that great. Now he's
but they fucking beat the Raiders in the fucking Super Bowl.
All right, Keyshawn's good. We'll give him that. I like. Are you a fan of Keyshawn?
No.
Anyway, and Dom, I think Dom wants to stay incognito because he's like, I don't even, at Dominic Burns.
No one wants to fucking follow me, man.
I follow you.
We follow you.
I follow you. I see what you're up to. I see when you're hanging out with my friends and not me. All right. I see when you're hanging out, even with my enemies. You're hanging out with my enemies. Yeah, you're just a little slut, aren't you? Just fucking hanging out with all of them. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the fucking show, isn't it? We've all plugged our Instagrams in a very
Baron.
at the Dirty Handsome. What if you want a fucking dick pic? Yeah, go to the at Dirty Handsome and get your free dick pics. They're as free as finding a penny on the ground. We already established that. He's got a nice cock though, so follow him at the Dirty Handsome. that kind of concludes our show here on the Skip Bags. I guess we'll just fucking end it on that, right?
Yeah.
Skip Bags Radio, we're up.
Skip Bags Radio.
Yeah, I know that. Well, we kind of saw you more for Tommy, Hank's stoner buddy. Tommy?
Jason Mewes! Oh, dude, can I get a picture with you, bro?
Sure. Yeah, sure, of course.
Jay and Silent Bob, it's been a while.
Dude, I can't believe you are still alive, bro.
What's the matter, little boy Blue?
It's nothing, it's...
Oh, today was the audition, wasn't it? They just wanted you to be Jay, right?
Just want to be taken serious for once.
Jay and Silly Bill are over. Drop some method on it.
Method?
Read this book. I'm going to text you the name of this book.
I talked to you online about the method acting book. Hello.
Once you read the book, you can't unread it.
Method!
Something's happened to Vinny.
Didn't send any gangsters to kill that geezer. I don't even know any gangsters.
You have the right to remain silent!
The producer saw you getting arrested on TV this morning. Thinks you fit the role perfectly.
Jason Mewes is back.
I've read the book, dude, and it has taken my craft on a whole nother level.
No more snoogans for you. You think the studio is going to offer you the lead in an Oscar hopeful? Be careful, Jason.
What are you telling us, Mr. Mewes?
Call the studio, Jay, but they're going in a different direction.
You're trying to sabotage my career. You want to die, Lucas boy? Whoa! Jason is more my friend than he is yours.
They're desperate.
Bullet, pierce me, Jason.
Harlequin Smith. Oh, as I live and breathe. You're like my best friend in the world, but you are not a leading man.
Jason Mewes? That smoochy boochy guy? There you are. Boy, I heard he's a knucklehead.
Yeah, I nail it. My career surpasses yours.
You want more, son? That better not be trouble in paradise.
Yay! Oh, why did you do that?
It's just a misunderstanding!
How did one of today's top music sensations
Right, and we are in the game, and it's time for me to run my mouth and whatnot. I figured I'd let the whole interview run. Shout out to the Skip Bags crew, Mickey Gooch and Dominic Burns. He was the guy that actually directed and set up the movie for that trailer that I just played, Madness of the Method, which was one of the movies we actually had a production credit on with our little Skip Bags logo. The good old days. But we do seek to recapture that glory. So don't worry, the Skip Bags is not dead. And I, as the last Skip Bags, will fight until the end. All right, so I'm going to keep the show pretty short. I'm going to just do 2 segments. I'm going to do the news segment, going to read through a few news stories I think is stupid. Then I'm going to give a quick editorial about old niggas. And then we're going to get the fuck out of here. So let's see what we got going on with today's news. One moment. Listen to the music. I wonder if I got a video about it. I'll look it up after I go through. No, we don't want none from the New York Times. New York Times on some big shit. Where's CNN? CNN be cracking. Let me check CNN. All right, CNN. Let me see what CNN got to talk about here. Let me get these niggas their credit because they be acting like bitches. Let's see here first. Fuck. Leave assistance. Information on myself and changing it and saving it. I could preemptively do it, but then that means I'd have to sit around. Anyway, we're going to go through some breaking current news stories and just bringing them up. I'm going to read through the stories, act a silly slam fool as I read them. And these are what we consider some of the noodle stories of the day. I'm going to put it up here in the news story look. I like that look. I love that look on screen. And let's see what we got here in the current news stories. Story number 1 is how China is targeting U.S. residents online and off. I don't consider TikTok an assault. I consider us just stupid. So that's the end of that noodle story. Next, Trump's extreme rhetoric conjures the prospect of a presidency like no other. I do think Donald Trump is going to win the presidency. These things that they're charging him for, he's not going to go to jail for. And then he's going to be free enough to still run. And because they tried to get him locked up and they didn't, Donald Trump is going to win by a landslide. Now, you can vote for somebody different, somebody who's not part of the major parties, which would be nice, but most people don't want to do that. They'll just probably stay home. But yeah, Donald Trump's not going to win. Get used to that. Latest CNN news headlines. White House seeks to clarify Biden's comments about protecting Gaza hospitals. Now, I'm not going to really read into the story, but if you haven't heard, there's a couple of Gaza hospitals that are out of water, have no power, and we had a 4-hour ceasefire so they could try to get some people out. I mean, what's 4 hours when you're moving a bunch of babies and people out of a hospital, right? But that's what their issue is. So Biden's talking on that. He's probably halfway in trouble because he's trying to support Israel, but be compassionate to the Palestinians at the same time, which is a very complicated thing. I'd have got our American money out of it and be like, look, y'all do what y'all got to do. We'll help out with the humanitarian stuff, but yeah, I ain't got no more missile money. That's my attitude. What else does it say here? Bang, bang, bang. Brazen, blah, blah, blah. Brazen wares. Nobody's attacking anything. 6 years on Mr. Cake from Mar-a-Lago, blah, blah. Somebody is detained, blah, blah. Oh, they're all in China's fucking titty. I'm not reading that bullshit. What else they got going on here? Massive fire that closed Interstate 10 in Los Angeles was set intentionally. Now, let me tell you something about Los Angeles. Now, this is some noodle shit. Los Angeles is the land of fire. Not only did they have the Watts riots back in the day, not only did they have the riots back in the 90s after Rodney King, these motherfuckers naturally burn shit down and they got motherfuckers accidentally setting them all the time. And I'm talking about it closes off whole areas, whole neighborhoods. it puts a dark smog in the air that it'll start to burn a little bit as you breathe it in if you're in like the northern parts of the city where there might be a close fire. Every year. And every year, California's just like, oh my God, it's burning down. It's burning down. I don't know why this is happening. I was like, nigga, I've been here since 2008, and the motherfucker burnt down 98% of the however many years I was here, nigga. Like, it's only, I don't think nothing burned down. No, you know, don't even let me lie. Let me check the news. I bet you some shit. But this shit just burnt the fuck down. It's always something, bro. See, look, they're trying to... See, I'm talking so much shit. And they got the pizza thing up here, so I'm blaming the government. But anyway, like I was saying, massive fire to close the interstate. Shit's always burning down. I don't know why California people don't get it. What else we got? Cold case, murder, Lowe's offering stuff. Jeremy Lin reveals Taiwan homecoming with younger brother playing on the same team. So 2 people that can't play basketball playing together. That's good. What else we got? A Thai couple sold their home to live on a cruise ship. This is how much they're saving. Now, I doubt how cheap it is to live on a cruise ship unless you had a really expensive lifestyle. So if it only costs you $20,000 a year to ride on a cruise, spend whatever else you spend. But before, you had a house and a car and all this other stuff, and you were spending $100,000 a year, and now you basically have $80,000 a year of disposable income, and you probably don't have kids anymore? No, let's read this a little bit. Let's see what this says. I'm into that van life stuff. It sounds kind of cool. You know what? Oh, they got a story. We're going to play this story. Let's check out the commercial.
It's on. Thursday night football.
Oh, football. I want to play some football.
Take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Football.
Thursday night football.
Football people watch 3-hour games.
They've always been good about saving.
We had 2 incomes. We saved 1 income, and we lived off the smaller income. Our yearly costs were close to $75,000 a year. When we moved in 2013, all of our things went up in flames in a moving truck. And so that kind of helped us become minimalists.
So when it came time for retirement, these avid travelers picked a new home that matched their frugal lifestyle.
We always were looking at cruises because it kept calling to us. It was so easy. You just book a cruise and then it takes you to different places.
There's a cruise or it was Las Vegas?
That's true. Another place that has it all. After we did like a 51-day one, we were like, oh, we could do this.
Now the world's their oyster, and they've spent the last few years globetrotting from port to port.
Italy's great.
Tokyo was great. Kuala Lumpur was great. Singapore was great. I was really impressed with Australia and New Zealand.
Yes, there's endless entertainment and all-you-can-eat buffets on board. But retiring on a cruise ship still has its challenges.
Not everything's easier. Laundry's not always easy.
You get a bag.
Like a small backpack size bag.
Yeah.
It costs you $25 to $30.
Laundry's done in the sink.
Sometimes laundry's done in the sink.
In the end, these inconveniences are minor compared to the money they're saving.
For like the last 2 years or so, it was $35,000 or less a year. And it's incredible how you can make that so much more affordable when you bundle in your food and your entertainment and transportation.
By combining those savings with the discounts they receive through loyalty programs and credit card points, the Burks say they've been able to make never-ending travel affordable, even earning free nights for occasional hotel stays in between cruises.
For us, travel life is normal living now. We've proven to ourselves we don't need a house, we don't need a home base. We've proven that we don't need a car. Just about every material thing that you might need, they sell it
around the
everywhere.
world.
Yeah.
Pack light and enjoy experiences in life.
Now that's living right there. Great story and a great inspirational story about a way to $35,000 a year to ride cruise ships all year round. Now I don't know if y'all ever been on a cruise. It's scary as fuck being on that big ass boat. But if you drink enough liquor and you don't pay attention, And once you get to the places you want to go to, and it is kind of majestic being on it, it is pretty cool because it's safe. It doesn't feel safe sometimes because the water, the ocean is so big. I've been in a storm once on a cruise ship, scariest moment of my life. 50-foot waves hitting the side of this thing, right? So that's the only thing, but man, I got a 51-week tour, or 51 days. What's that? So that's 2-3 months. And they just take 2-3 months, chill for a couple of days in between. And then now they did it so much, them niggas is giving them free hotel stays. So now they don't even pay for the telly in between. Damn, that's inspirational. All right, so maybe that's an option for those van like people. Let's see what else it says. Nothing, fuck somebody's winter sale, food and home, blah, blah, blah. Sold their house. Uncomfortable portrait of femininity has resonated for 4 decades. What the fuck is this? What does this say? Oh, we gotta look at this shit. This looks like some crazy shit right here. What's the title say? This uncomfortable portrait of femininity has resonated for 4 decades. What the hell does this say? In 1977, Joan Ann Callis took a photograph of a woman's head thrown back, her neck taut, tied with a bow and looped together from a thin baby blue straps of her white lace dress. It's an image of beckons a long look as tension heightens in the stillness and the woman's exposed neck strains at an angle. The light red marking peeking out near the tightly bound choker thread just above her shoulder. The 2 wallpaper birds dive together. And their breaks. Oh, okay. This is some non-black stuff. This is not fun at all. But basically, this is some weird stuff. I guess it's because it's sexy, or maybe it looks like enslavement to them. I don't know. I thought it looks romantic to me. I want to lick somebody's throat, right? Oh, sorry, Dr. Umar. My apologies. No, I don't. Anyway. All right, I'm through the story portion. I'll make this quick. Hit the 10:30 mark. That's a perfect time. I'm going to play a transition thing. I want to look to see if I got a video I want to play from my cat poop crazy Carl, and then we're getting out of here. See what we can find. Play the music for a second. Listen to the music. What's the video on? Which one's the worst play? It's too long. I already have some straight hour joints. Damn. We got some long specials I made. Something about, what time is it? 10:30? No, something about 30 minutes on the money. If I can't find 30 minutes, I'm gonna just go with a 15er. Oh, I think that might be one. A classic. This is what we're gonna run. So this is the final portion of the show. And basically this is about my noodle of the week, which I call GENB. It's something that I'm noticing from the internet and being out here in this world today. I'm 48, and so I'm at the very end of Gen X, right? But then on the opposite side of me is people that are at the very beginning of Gen X, right? And in the middle. And the thing about them is just like I got a little Gen X and I got a little what was next, I guess the millennials, whatever. So I'm like I'm like an elderly millennial, young Gen Xer. There's a whole bunch of other people older than me that they are all Gen Boomers. Gen B is what I call it. And they basically have a boomer mentality, but they're dealing with Gen X and millennial and zillennial issues. So they're basically in denial about modern times in this modern era. And they think everything that they were taught and believed and learned in the 70s, 80s, and 60s is concrete gold for success today. They value their success on basically dying young, working to pay off bills to somebody else to make them rich. And then if they do that, they nailed it. Now, you saw the videos I played earlier and other stuff, and then probably the reason why I do this show is because I have a phrase, and I'm going to say this phrase before I play this video. You guys got to always remember that love is good. Life is better. But you better do something that's going to make you last forever. And you better never, ever, ever trust anybody that's over 50. And move that up, of course, because I'm 48 now. So every time a couple of years comes by, I just slide that back a couple for your boy. But yeah. And it was worse. They don't even know what they're doing. They actually think they're schooling some shit. And this is why the kids don't give a fuck. That's why the kids don't listen to them. That's why the kids are out shooting up shit, tearing up everything. That's why everybody's out there running around on methamphetamines. You know, everybody that you see on the street that's a drug addict or a criminal, these are the children of people 55 and up. These are the children of people 50 and up. I mean, if you had a kid when you were 20, you would still be 36 to 40 by the time your kid can go out and do damage. So if you see any kid that's from 12 to 25 doing damage, these are the children. The children of those 50 and up people, and guess what they are? They're the grandchildren of the boomer generation. All right? So these people raised these little fucking pieces of shit that's running around tearing up the world right now, and they think they know what they're talking about. So the point of this is that humans are mammals. Mammals are animals. Now, you know what? I want to pick a shorter video now, just so it fits within the time frame, because I want this to finish right at 11. I'm going to pick a different video. I'll pick one about 25 minutes long. One like that. But remember that, guys. Even though you're a human and you're an animal and a mammal, don't be like that. So let's check it out. Yeah. That's right, y'all. Welcome to Cat Poop Crazy Carl, where it's time for episode 2. Why have we got so soft? The mammal mindset. And today's video is about nature and our comparison between mammals and humans. Now, I always start my videos out with a premise. The point of what this whole video is about. This is the brainy part. This part is fairly boring. But after this, I start acting real crazy. So you guys stick around. So this is the deal. I made this video because people have forgotten that we are mammals. We are between 8 and 10% different than all the great apes. So you've seen Planet of the Apes. You've seen it. Apes do not want war. You've seen it. No! Like Caesar, right? That's us. We are simply just hairless apes that have modified and dominated the planet, developed language, developed thought, and we have the fastest growing cerebellum of all these groups. And that's why we are who we are. But I think we've forgotten that. I started doing my jokes. I started doing my comedy. And I used to tell jokes that got people very angry. And I was like, man, your jokes are too gangster, Carl. You're like the KRS-One. I'm gangster as heck. And I hurt everybody. You know, just just super gangster. Can't do it. You can't do your comedy like that, Carl. It's not fun. So I was like, man, how can I explain to them where I'm coming from? And as simple as that, you are a mammal. You are close to the great apes. And in my life as a young man. Oh, fuck. Sorry about that, guys. I fucked that up. My bad. Fuck. It's like, oh, well, she's pregnant. She's about to have a... Ruin everything. Whatever, right? So, it's time for segment 2, which is the story of all the animal relationships that I've seen. Story number 1. I'm going to tell you guys when I first had my moment of clarity. I was watching a documentary about giraffes. And one of the giraffes was having a baby. And the guy proceeded to say that a giraffe's private area is 6 feet high. I am 6'4". 6 feet high is where this private area is. Just like right here, like, okay, gross, right? I know, right? But right there. So I was already blown. I'm like, a 6 foot tall thing? Wow, right? So then they was like, oh, well, she's pregnant. She's about to have a baby, mate. So the giraffe kicks out the baby giraffe. Let me tell you how serious it is to be an animal in this world. The giraffe baby falls 6 feet onto its head, like, bah! Like straight onto its head, neck just bent all up when it hit. I'm looking at it, oh, is he okay? No, that's not a born. First 5 seconds on the planet, you get caught by a doctor, slapped on the button, hugged. Nah, this giraffe, 6 feet on its head, first day. So start out right there. And then you see all the animals, right? Just like the giraffe, they come out and they got like that white film on them, all over their body and whatnot. And you know what they first doing? Because as soon as you come out, you just licking it off. You don't even know what happened. You just fell 6 feet onto your head. You got this white thing on you. You're just like, yeah. So you're doing this the first thing. And now your mom, she knows the real deal. Your mom knows what's up. Your giraffe mom, she walking around. You know how giraffes walk? And she looking around, right? While you doing your thing, and she looking around like, I don't see nothing. What's going on, right? But the mom didn't notice that it's somebody over there. 5 seconds after your birth, by the way, it's a guy over there. Just like this. Just ready to go. Staring at you from the bushes. Dressed just like me. Looking at you. Licking yourself like. You know how your legs start shaking when you're about to run? That's just how they do. Ooh, I'm about to. Ooh. Next thing you know, your mother's looking around like, and you know how giraffes got them big eyelashes? Yeah. Then she's looking around and she's like, oh, baby, oh, run! And you're like, what, Ron? What do you mean run? I don't even know what run is. What are you talking about? I don't know what my arms are yet. I don't know what my legs are yet. It's been 5 minutes after you were born. And already you got to learn how to walk, learn how to run, learn how to escape death. And picture this. Every day for the rest of that giraffe's life, morning, noon, night, they sleep in short spurts, standing up. Every second, somebody will try to eat or kill that child until the day it dies. Imagine your life being like that. Picture it. No. I don't think you guys understand. Picture this. You come out your crib in the morning, right? You know, you get up, you get showered. I'm going to work. You get all showered and cute, right? Leave the crib. And when you leave the house, you get out the front door, and then there's some dude standing outside. But you don't pay no mind. You live in the city. It's normal, right? Nah. This dude is looking at you crazy. I mean, he's looking at you like he wants you. But you're like, whatever, I gotta go to work. So you come out the building, you go out, you bust a corner, you just walking, and you start to notice it's a dude behind me. And he right behind you just, yeah, that's him. He just, whatever. He's probably just going the same direction I am, right? No way he's following me. This is what it's like to be a mammal, an animal, and anything living in the wild. You go into work, you get on your train, your bus, you get in your car. You notice while you're driving, is he behind me? That's kind of weird. He probably works in the same area I work in, right? No big deal. Well, guess what? You know what that guy is following you for? He's waiting for you to slip up. One small second. One little mistake. And he gonna jump on your ass like, motherfucker, caught you sleeping, bitch. The point of that story is, when your Facebook goes down, when your Twitter goes awry, you in Facebook jail or Instagram jail because Zuckerberg's a fucking cunt. You remember, y'all some biatches. You better stop fucking whining because life is real in the mammal world. So that's story number one, giraffe pussy.
Well, who you gonna be? Who you gonna be? Who you gonna be?
So, we got more. Story number two. Another realization I had about human beings, watching nature shows, learning animals, and even having my own pets. So, as you may or may not know, lonely people like myself, we tend to have owned several cats. Yeah, boy cats, girl cats, all that stuff, right? And I'm into lions and animals, so I love cats. It's like a wild animal. You come in the house and your cat is like on some, straight up, your cat just be chilling. You're chilling. That's cats for you, right? So I get these cats, I have my different cats, and I notice something between the cats. When they're kittens, they're all your best friends. Oh, I'm your best friend. They're laying next to you in the pillow. They're between you and your girlfriend like, bitch, move out the way. This my man. Oh, cats love you when they're little. Oh, when you first get them, they're all small. And they're just in your face every day. And then one day, about a year or two in to owning this cat, the cat's, if he's a boy, his balls drop. And if he's a girl, or should I say if she's a girl, unless we're in that gender-specific era, she will start dragging blood across your floor as she menstruates. I know, gross, right? Now, let me tell you the two differences is what I noticed. Up until this point, everybody is your friend. They're cool. They're your best friend in the world. Oh, my God. Me and my cat, we are in love. Meow, right? But then they get older. Both of them, if they're not neutered, they want to get out the house as soon as possible. I mean, the minute you open the door, just as soon as you open the door, just gone. They're gone, right? Well, both of them stay gone 2-3 days. They out running the streets, twerking, just twerking, doing whatever they want, killing stuff. Mice, bird, give me that, right? You have to get it, right? So then they both come back to the house. And oh my God, you're so worried about them for 2 days. Like, oh my God, my cat got out the house. It ran out the house. I wonder what's going on with little Hermito, right? Oh my God, Hermito. Oh my God, Hermito. I hope you're okay, right? So then next thing you know, one day, you're in the house. And all of a sudden, what you hear outside your door is, meow, meow, meow. I was like, what the fuck is... I said, oh shit, Hermita is back, right? So I run to the door. I run to the door like a woman who done loved a man who never loved her back. I'm telling you, right? I'm at the door. I pop the door open, and the boy cat and the girl cat, they first come inside, open the door, and it's just pandemonium. Meow, meow. They run over to their food bowl as soon as they get back. They don't want to be petted. Don't you touch me. I'm a cat, and I just got back. Don't you touch me, homie. I done killed stuff. So we go back to the food bowl, and the cat's like, meow, put some food in here. Meow, cuz, put some food, my boy, you little punk. I'm like, okay, well, excuse me. I thought I was worried if you were dead. Okay, anyway, here's your food, right, bro? Take your food. So I'm mad at the girl and the boy when they first get back. I'm like, the nerve of this. I ain't seen you for 3 days. How you won't come up in here acting like, all I'm good for you is food? That's all I'm good for? It's like I'm only good for sex? It's ridiculous. So, here's when things get real. The boy cat, after he is done eating his food, getting settled, if you got another pet in the house, he might kick it with them for a little bit. Yo, what's up, homie? Chilling. I'm back from the game, yo. Right? The boy cat is not really concerned about going right back out the house. No. The boy cat, after he's done eating, he comes to check you out. You minding your business over here, and here he comes, just, hey, what's up, fam? You chilling? Oh, man, I was just checking on you, dog. Brr, brr. I'm just checking on you. Brr, brr. The boy cat, he hug all up with you. He's like, man, I was out fucking bitches. Man, you should have been there, brr, nigga. You should have been there. I was fucking all these hoes, smashing bitches left and right. The shit was lit. That's the boy cat. It's like your homie is home. Everything is good. And then, like, he might leave casually later on that night the next day. The girl cat. This one, completely different than the boy. So the girl cat, same way, comes over. Meow, give me some food, you punk, weak man. Don't you touch me, don't you pet me, give me some food. So the girl cat, she eats. She tears some food up. Just, don't pet me. Right? She gets done. So from having boy cats, I'm actually expecting the girl cat to come check me out. Say, hey, what's up, homie? I ain't seen you in a minute, homie. What's poppin'? No. The girl cat, the minute she finishes eating the food, she gets up off the food and goes straight to the door and starts going, wow, wow, wow. I'm like, you bitch, you just got home. I haven't seen you in 3 days. I just fed you. And now you're yelling at me to open the door to let you back out? Can a brother get a hug? Can a brother get a... Nothing. Just nothing. And I was like, wow. The point of this whole lesson about cats, boy cats and girl cats, is basically that young women in between the age of 11 and 17 are the devil. No, they're horrible. They're horrible people. I don't know if you've ever met them. I don't know if you ever used to be one. I know if you're a woman, you used to be one, and you're looking at me right now like, yeah, I used to be Satan for like 2 to 3 years. I don't know what it is. As soon as they start dragging blood across your carpet, all of a sudden, young girls who were best friends with their mom. You know how you're a mom? Oh, she's my best friend in the world. When she gets around 11, 12, 13, she's going to hate you. And by proxy, hate everyone else. I mean, you know how we're dealing with Ukraine right now? My solution is forget the $53 billion. Just send 25, 16-year-old white girls from the suburbs over there, cut off the internet, and let them conquer the place. So yeah, cage your daughters until they're 17 is the point of that lesson. Girls are different than boys. So that's our lesson from part 2. Cats, boys, and girls. So let's talk about part 3, another section in the layer. Oh my God. So this is another one right here that I noticed. I'm watching a nature show, right? Now, you ever notice how there's hunters? You know how I got in a position? There's hunters coming for you, right? Every day, all night, day and night. I'm going to eat you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to bite you. I want you dead. That's what hunters do in nature, right? Imagine if we lived like that, right? But forget that. I was thinking about something that I would watch herds of like antelope, buffalo, wildebeest. You know, they have that migration in Africa that you see a lot. And the one thing I would notice about these dudes is, as much as they're unified for the herd, they will fight for you if they got a chance to save you. They will stay together and keep everybody together to protect themselves. But I'm going to tell you one thing, that these animals are as cold as we are. When the wildebeest are running, you know how the lions, they set a trap? Or the cheetahs, they set a trap and they coming for you. And everybody running. Oh my God, they coming. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden, while you running, one of them catches your homeboy Herman. And you're just running like, oh my God, oh shit, they got Herman. And dude, they just stop. They literally stop the minute their homeboy gets caught. And they just start looking. Like, shit, yo, they got Herman. Ooh, Herman, he biting me. Oh my God, Herman, if you get loose, we'll help you. But I don't know if we can come and look out for you, dog. Herman. Herman, so sorry, Herman. Oh my God. Oh my God, they just watching. Next time you watch one of these nature shows and you see something in 8, I want you to look around the background of the camera and tell me what you see. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see about 10 to 15 of that herd literally just sitting there watching. Look at me, I'm knocking stuff over. Sitting there watching. Just looking. Just watching you get ate. I mean, they're 6 feet away from you getting ate by a group of lions. But since the lions have something to eat, they don't need the rest of them, so they just stand there and watch you die. And then you know what they do? After they watch you get ate, they figure, man, well, Herman is screwed. Shoot, I might as well give me a drink of water since we're at the water hole. Damn, Herman. Damn. What happened to you, Herman? What happened to you? Ridiculous situations. I'm acting so hard, I'm knocking stuff over. So, Herman gets screwed. Now, the point of that story with everybody watching them, and tell me, you're going to see this when you watch those shows. Did you ever notice how violence happens on the street or a fight happens or George Floyd happens? What do? We pull out our daggone phones, start watching, start filming. And the point of this is, guys, you better stop watching life go by and you better do something. Because life is serious. And it's not just for you to stand by and watch and not do anything. Don't be like Herman's homeboys and watch you get ate by the lions. Could you at least kick the lions off me? You know, Officer Lion from Minnesota. Could you kick Officer Lion from Minnesota off? So that's lesson number 3. And our final lesson of this whole discussion is about love, relationships, just relationships, right? And I was thinking about something because I'm watching another show, and there's plenty of birds, several other animals, but mostly birds I see all the time. And you know what certain birds do? They mate for life. They mate for life, fam. These birds, I'm talking about, I don't know if you ever seen a video. The birds will get together, they'll meet. You know, the homeboy, he got to do like a whole dance. He got to build like a whole structure. And then he do like a whole dance, like, he do it for like 20 minutes. Like 40 birds diss him. He's still like, come on, shorty. I'm doing my thing, shorty. Check my head out. Check my head out. Check my head out. Like, yeah, they be putting it in for the shorties, right? Eventually, one will choose him, and then they will be together until they die. Till death do us part. You don't even understand. Check it out. They'll get pregnant because you know after they get together, he got to smash. He got to smash. He's like, yo, I got to hit this. I did all that dancing. I got to knock this down, bro. Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? I got to do that, right? So he knocked it down. He get her prego. She dropped the egg on the bull, right? Bull come back. Now, they together. Now, the concept when you are a bird or one of these animals that mate and get pregnant, the concept is one bird sits on the egg, and the other bird will leave to go feed and try to bring food back to give to the other one, or the baby if the baby is out of the egg, right? So first time, the girl stays, the guy leaves. I mean, Herman's ass is gone for 2 to 3 days. And Cheryl is just sitting on the egg like, oh my God, where is Herman? I'm so hungry. Another day and a half, I'm gonna die. I gotta give me something to eat. Herman, oh my God, I swear to God, Herman. If you don't come back, if you come back smelling like perfume and glitter, Herman, you are in so much trouble, Herman the bird. I will whoop your ass, Herman the bird. Oh my God. She's sitting on the egg like, nah, can't leave this baby though. I gotta be here for my man. And then one day, 3 days later, guess who comes flapping his drunk ass back? This Herman just, hey baby, I'm back. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, bud. No, I'm back. I sit on the egg. Go ahead. Get you something to eat. No, I'm good. The egg is safe. Oh, no, I didn't crack it. No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. And as soon as you fly away, it's like, shit, let me get all this glitter and perfume off my ass. This bird gang is crazy. But they're together for life. It don't matter how long Herman leave. If Herman don't die, if Herman come back alone, Herman the bird bring his ass back, no matter what he's done, or what he's done wrong, no matter how many failures he has had, Herman is still her lifetime love. And the point of this final lesson is Will and Jada Smith's love is impenetrable. Who cares how bad she treats him? Who cares if he slapped Chris Rock for no apparent reason just to prove his manhood to us? Who cares if it's destroying his life and his billion-dollar career? Who cares if Jada Pinkett has no more acting credits than I do? Who cares, right? They're together forever. Till death do us part. And the point of that is, guys, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Sometimes something that you are committed to is more important than something that's just fun. We're committed. Screw love. It's about teamwork. And that is our relation to animals. This is CD Enforcer, Kaku Crazy Carl. Like, share, subscribe. Rock with your boy. More videos coming on the way. Don't let the cougar get you, baby. Lick that white shit off. That's right, y'all. Welcome to Cat Poop Crazy Carl, where it's time for episode 2. Why have we... Yeah.